Fire versus fire. Andrew definitely doesn't have Baldur's Gate 3 running on his phone.
Who who remembers what happened the last time?
Obviously,
I
Andrew,
was an
because
old.
he's already done a title.
I was already a. I was an old man that forgets things, possibly.
No.
It was several weeks ago. We are
In this
old.
timeline.
Oh, I was a fireball that forgets things occasionally.
Damn straight.
Like that you
Ship,
have a god fire inside you.
ship's still on Zendikar, but we've plane shifted into here to get Fume's soul back off of evil black flame thing. We can't see it, but as I mentioned earlier, Tikio did send a Rhymes Binding Ice. I think it was like this direction. So hopefully, with the amount of our characters who are giving off light, that lets us see something. And then proceed to, I assume, figure out some kind of plan on what to do about it, because I'm guessing we don't want to kill this thing, because then that might screw Fume over.
I don't know.
Oh,
Fume,
please
what's
don't
your
screw me
opinion
over.
on murdering 50% of you?
I would like
I mean,
to
my
not be
character,
dead.
my characters for one are actively trying not to, but they're just trying to subdue the thing to stop it killing us.
Please
'cause it
don't
will.
kill me.
Fireball.
We don't
bad
want
if I
to.
was die.
Activate good fire. Fireball. Good fire.
Yes.
I'll do it when I can do it. Don't pressure me.
Good fire.
TQ, what are you doing? Your turn.
I mean, last time, Colt got hit with a black flame that put him on 1 level of exhaustion, which he has. And then I said, which direction did that come from? And you said like around like here-ish.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere over here. So Colt shouted 1 o'clock, and Tikio blasted a Rhymes Binding Ice out into this direction, which is a cone. 60. Is it a 60-foot cone or a 90-foot cone?
And is it a dexterity saving throw?
It's a Constitution save.
A constitution saving throw?
Not a Constitution saving throw.
Con save 30 foot. God damn it. So it'll reach out that far.
Noted. Here we go. 24.
That passes, it takes half and isn't restricted.
Got it.
Open Tikio's sheet. Probably should have had that done ages ago. But Tikio was thinking more along the lines of give us something else to bounce light off of, because it does state it covers the floor in ice. The affected area in ice.
Is there a floor?
The affected area becomes coated in ice. It rapidly melts. Or, more accurately, gets smothered in black fire.
What, all of it? There's not like a bit in the middle where it's not reaching? God damn it.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Very well. Cole.
Since he has double his movement speed, he can zip around a bit. What? Again, the attack that hit him, it hit him from like this direction, didn't it?
Yes.
So he's going to try and use his blind sight to see if if anything like comes into view before the floor does, if anything.
As far as
Do you know what I mean? Because like,
as far as you
it
can
could have been
tell,
10 foot.
you can only find the floor. It
What,
is-
just standing where I am?
Yeah,
Yeah, but if I start moving this way,
you can still only find the floor.
still sees nothing.
Yeah.
Is it flat?
It is fiery.
Again, 10 feet in each direction.
Yes.
So all of this area, he's just not seeing anything.
You see a lot of fire. Do you keep going? How far do you go? Where do you stop? You will eventually run into a wall here and here. You believe you are inside something.
Oh no, this is the 4 nightmares come true.
Yeah. Court will call back to everyone. My blind sight's not picking it up. And Ra will also reiterate my true sight's not seeing it either. And Court will tell everyone we're inside some kind of like box cage type deal, like a really like a super small demi plane, like what Sunya makes.
That makes sense. They were trapped.
Ra can give me an intelligence roll. I will let him make one for free. Hello.
24. Oh wait, no, it's a save. Sorry, intelligence check. 26.
Ra comes to an epiphany. You are not inside a demi-plane. Or you might be. Like, this might be a demi-plane, but you think it would probably be bigger than this. He believes you're actually currently inside a fume.
I think I'd know if they were inside me.
And do you know?
No. So we can't be inside me.
I also just noticed, have they changed the font for Roll20?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Not sure.
interesting. The font is
N-
different.
Not
Yeah, they
not sure,
have.
but I did notice that this tool is a lot less jank now. You know,
Yeah.
the pointy thing.
Hmm.
That's a
Oh.
lot less jank.
So there's been a
Yeah.
secret update.
Yeah, sorry, Joseph, do I feel like they're inside me?
Other you does.
Colt is going to do one little thing. Colt is like, apologies in advance, this might sting a bit. What might not?
You currently don't feel anything as you are disconnected from the other you.
That 29 is to like kick down against the floor.
The entire structure you are inside, like the walls seem to wobble a bit, and the flames sort of well up in intensity around you, Colt.
Fume, did you feel anything from that?
No, I'm disconnected. You must be inside the other me.
Colt trying to use his wisdom. Does that mean that we could find the half of your soul and just get out of Dodge?
What?
Like,
What?
is anyone going to do anything with that suggestion? Because Colt's just like spitballing ideas. Also,
Is
he's
that-
going to try. He's going to like leap out of where where the fire's like welling up around him. He's going to
Is
like
Dodge-
leap
is-
out of there.
Okay.
So
Is
he's
Dodge a
used.
play?
He's you. You know what I meant? You meant get out of here with the other half of his soul. 70. I have 70 left.
Yeah. You can
Regroup.
move anywhere you would like, basically. Cool.
Yeah, regroup.
Is that your turn?
After gathering that information, I was thinking about stuff I could use with bonus action, but probably kind of pointless. Yeah. Yeah, Court's gonna like just hold his actions just to see how things play out for now. Yeah.
Cool. Fireball.
I
What
would like to
you
move
like to do?
here
Mm-hmm.
and activate the device.
Not the device.
What device? Laser beam?
The Sith
Um,
holocron.
Can I
Your
activate?
cell phone and call Nando's.
Yeah, I'd like a chicken chicken breast platter, please. Extra spicy.
The
We'll
connect-
get it to you in 30 minutes. Okay?
Okay, good.
That's amazing. When we didn't even tell them where we were.
Oh no, I've got geolocator on. They know.
He did give them his location.
I'll activate the good fire thing. The good fire device that I have.
Roll concentration.
Concentration. That's
A Constitution saving throw.
let's see, 13.
You activate it. Goes everywhere. Everybody, please make me a dexterity saving throw, except for Fireball.
When you started with that F, I was so hopeful.
I get a +2. Sandy
Pretty good.
cheeks. I shouldn't be sandy
The
cheeks
next
still.
two were less good. Okay.
Tikyo hasn't made his. So Court got 30, Tikyo got 25, Raw got a 10.
The people who did not roll great, you are now on fire. You will take 1d8 damage every turn.
Of what
Oh
kind?
no, fire damage. What will I ever
Fire
do?
damage. This is true. As a note, this fire does not go out. It will burn forever. Fireball.
Or unless Fireball gets his act together and concentrates on it properly.
He
Yeah.
can theoretically control it and get it off you. It does burn forever though.
You were gonna say, Drew?
Yeah. Is that everything?
Am I able to do anything else? Is that my entire action, or
It is your action to do that, yes.
does it change the landscape at all?
There is orangey fire and black fire currently battling it out all over the place currently.
Okay. That's everything.
Cool. Raw. You failed the save, right?
Raw got a 10. So he's taken a D8.
He'll take 4 fire damage.
Ow.
Cool. Then,
Then what?
then, Fume. Would you like to make me, The floor is trying to grab you, Fume. What would you like to do? Are you just gonna like let it, or are you going to resist the floor?
Resist the floor.
I do love how D&D is just one of those. I never thought I'd hear this sentence today.
True. Are
Resist
you
the
going
floor.
to resist the floor? I mean, you could just give in to the floor.
I mean, I do feel
Get
like
floored.
that some days.
Get floored.
So yeah, Graham, what's your choice?
Sorry, was I given a choice there?
Would you like to? The floor is trying to grab you. Do you just let it, or are you going to try and resist?
I would like to try and grab the floor.
Roll me an opposed athletics check.
Yeah, me versus the floor.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
show
I-
that floor who's boss.
I'm gonna try and absorb. If the floor is me, I'm gonna try and absorb me to become
Oh.
whole.
Both of you are trying to absorb each other to become whole. So either way, this is gonna work out.
Wow.
Yes.
It's very pathetic from both parties. Like, oh
Thanks.
god.
Yeah, I
You-
like grab the floor and I start trying to absorb the me
You
to
you
take
watch
control of the construct.
you watch as two beings who look like a book is the max lifting capacity of their personality uh, grapple each other, and eventually emotionless Fume wins. Fume,
Uh huh.
you gain your emotions back, and also a bunch of elemental features, as you are now half elemental.
Oh.
And you also have the Blackfire artifact.
So we're good? Can we leave now?
Well, would just say, I'd certainly say so. Let's get out of here.
I like. Can I see in the dark? Does the darkness still here?
No. Well, you're now in a large field of Blackfire, but there is a sky now. You are no longer inside. It is lit by a sort of weird white orb in the sky.
I'm just gonna start laughing.
Neat.
I mean, yes, it is pretty funny, but you haven't answered my question yet.
Sorry, what was the question?
Also, the evil thing in your head tells you to kill Fireball.
I tell it to shut up. It lost the fight.
Fuck you, I won by 1.
Do you say that out loud, or is it just internal?
Yeah, I
monologue?
say that out loud. I'm like, basically, shut up. You lost the fight. This is my body. Fuck off and stop telling me what to do.
You hear Colt in the back, we just go, "That's the spirit, Fume. Tell him who's boss."
If I want to eat Fireball, I'll eat it in my own goddamn time.
Colts. Yeah. Yeah, go you. Just like
I mean,
less
Colt- no.
enthusiasm.
Well, he just hears Fume just telling someone off and just like being like, "No, I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do." And Colt is like, "Yeah, and reinforce that attitude. Positive reinforcement."
Cool. So this is everyone else's reaction. You watch as like all the black fire immediately around you gets pulled inside Fume. And Fume then just starts maniacally laughing and say, "Fuck you! I'm not doing what you tell me to do."
And then shouts, "I'll eat Fireball in my own goddamn time, not when you tell me."
Yeah. How do you all
Oh, no,
react
she's-
to this?
Oh no, she's still not doing that.
Oh no! Turns out that Fume is the main character, playing a Dark Urgeville.
I've been playing this Dark Elder build from before they announced this Dark Elder build.
True.
I'm like, I stop laughing and I look at everyone and go, so this went well.
Also, Fume, you believe you can control the landscape here.
Oh, I would like to make it perfectly flat.
You all watch as the floor is still made of fire, but it is now very flat.
Oh god, it's so flat. It's too flat. Stop.
It's like,
Okay, all of you, roll me a wisdom saving throw, except for Fume.
Oh, is this the "it's too flat" from Rick and Morty?
Yeah, it's,
Oh no!
Yeah,
all
that
of
was the
all of
joke I
reality
was
is
making.
crooked.
You
Yeah,
all
oh no! All
suffer-
of reality is crooked. The universe is poison.
you all realize that your entire life reality has been crooked.
I knew it.
Except Colt, who is fine, and Fireball, who is also fine.
Whereas out of my characters who failed, they just immediately fly up into the air, just like no.
But now that you're in the,
that felt unnatural.
now that you're in the air, you've realized that like you've always been flying slightly off angle. Ah,
it's fine. I'll if you guys have a problem with that, I'll bring some much needed variation to the floor, and a floor cage will spring up around Fireball.
how are you feeling, Fireball? Are you even here?
I'm here.
He
There
did
we
just
go.
set everybody on fire again, but with fire that won't go out.
Could you please remove this fire that doesn't go out from me, and then I will let you out of the cage of black fire?
Fume, you believe that your black fire could probably burn it off.
Oh, okay. I do that and remove it myself then.
Roll me a concentration save, please. Good old con save. Come on. Can you do it with precision?
Nice.
24.
That is good enough to burn off any of the fire. You don't really destroy it, you more just use your fire to flick that fire away.
Oh, okay. Sorry, no need for the cage to threaten you now. And I click my fingers and the cage drops off of him, and it becomes
Oh,
too flat again.
You were threatening me.
I mean, I thought if I gave you a reason to like take it off me, it was better than not giving you a reason, because you have been very like aggressive towards me recently. I don't know why.
I mean, you have been trying to eat me.
But what's trying to eat someone between elementals? It's like normal behavior.
Yeah, that's just like becoming one.
Well, I mean, kind of, but it, like with
Do you not want to join the other you inside my head?
no.
He is dead.
It's fine. He's gone. I absorbed him completely. You could join that if you wanted.
No.
Okay. I'm so glad that we're having this discussion right now like adults.
Let's go back to the ship.
I'm like looking at you, sort of tilted off to the side, head tilted, just staring uncomfortably at Fireball, watching him go. Okay, everyone, we should probably leave this place that I have full control of, just in case.
In case of...
Oh, just in case.
I look to my other party members for guidance.
Yes, let's go.
I'm down for going back. Like I literally, like actively want to.
Okay. Also, technically, now that you've got your body and stuff back, you can plane shift anyways.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you've got the
Yeah, I know.
the magic wand.
Mm-hmm.
The dream team returns.
Presume.
That's why I was asking if people wanted to leave.
And Ben will be in the room and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Did it
Oh.
work?"
Shrugs.
Fume seems back to normal. Seems
it
like
worked.
it anyway.
It worked 100%. I won the contest of wills with the evil dark power.
Nice.
Colt gives you like a little applause.
I think we both did really badly, but I did slightly less badly.
Hey, we take those.
We do take those. That's a reference. Anyway.
I mean, I still want to eat other elementals, but I'm able to control it now.
But that fireball does look pretty tasty.
If only that like prime ribeye steak wasn't just wandering around the ship at all times, making me hungry.
I know, right?
This must be what it's like being a lizard man.
Just like drool down the side of Hume's mouth, where it turns to like black fire and like dissipates.
Yeah, it is like having a lizard folk on board.
It's a
Where they just wanna eat
relatively
everything.
unsettling image if you see Hume's just like watching Fireball, eyes going white with hunger. Shakes her head, is like, no, now's not the time.
It's just you're just looking at him. It's almost like he's sitting on a little plate with a knife and a fork beside
It's
him.
that Looney Tunes thing of like the thing just turning into like a roast chicken on a plate when you
Yeah.
just look at them.
It's like, So, what now? He will
I
query.
mean, if Ben's asking that, Colt will just be like, don't mean to sound like selfish or anything, but we don't really have a heading to go anywhere, do we?
I mean,
No.
there's still
because-
all of your
'cause
stuff, yeah.
Because there was a artifact here on Zandikar, but we haven't found it.
Yeah, there's a book to track down. There's an artifact.
Might be an evil god.
Maybe an evil god. Possibly. And
But
Yeah,
a
but it
different evil god to the one I talked to.
true.
Yeah, but it seems it looks like the trailer's gone dead cold, so
And
maybe that'll be a thing to pick up when we get
Hey.
more, if we get more information.
Do
or-
you have a wish to make?
all of you roll
I mean, I
perception
don't.
real quick for a second.
Roll what?
Give me a perception roll.
Perception.
I won't be for Raj, so you know, because I put him in the corner because I sent him back.
Sure.
He's been put in the
15.
corner.
I will send him back.
God damn it, Colt.
Fireball doesn't need to. I should have said that, but
And isn't TQ blind? Although he does have his software version that's in the screens,
yeah, he can see
so
on
he'll
the
be able to see.
he can see on the ship's camera. Everyone who didn't roll like incredibly low, like that 4, notices that Fireball is holding a book.
Wait, how does he do that? Sorry, I didn't see it.
It is.
I'm too distracted by how tasty he looks.
Fireball was that.
It is a magic book. There is a cover. It is the wonderful exploits of Zimzam Zimbalor and his scammy adventures. That is
Love
the
me some
title
Zim Zam.
of the book.
It's a book. It's a story book that is mine, and it's a good book.
Yeah, that is what everyone who does not roll a 4
4?
sees. Yeah.
It's
It's
able
funny because
to
it's a character that I made that
survive
gets
your
the rights
fire.
for selling, who gets the royalties from selling those books.
Actually, the problem is, Fume, when you're looking at it, you see it as a cookbook. That's the issue.
No, I was just making the joke that the person who sells those books is Tamu, just because he steals all of Zimzam's like adventures from his mind to turn them into a profit.
True, and the publisher is just Utamu.
Yeah.
I enjoy these boots. They're fun.
And you'd be happy for us to take a look?
You've looked already.
Inside the book?
I can read it to you.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, Fireball. What are you gonna read from this book?
Uh,
Moves chess piece. Your move.
Damn, I didn't think they'd call check on me this early.
so,
Fireball, you don't seem to be like flicking through the book. You seem to be like doing a lot of thinking.
And he's a robot.
Andrew is roboting.
What? Robot?
There we go, you're not a robot anymore.
Beep boop
I
beep.
was gonna say it's rare for you to do that.
okay. So,
Yeah, but 10 megabytes per second internet.
I'll open the book
Mm-hmm.
and I'll open it and I'll read.
Do you just start reading what's inside the book?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool, cool.
I'll just say whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
What? You would
Roll.
never.
Deception.
Once upon a time, in the land of Eldoria,
With disadvantage.
Who roll perception?
No, deception and
Or
fire.
him roll deception.
deception at disadvantage.
Yeah.
At 10.
Everyone is moderately convinced that that is not what is written inside the book.
Let's go for an insight with plus 7, just to see how different from 10 it comes out.
Quarter's like
okay.
quarter.
Sonia, you think Fireball is not giving you the whole truth. Or, more accurately, you know Fireball. You believe his actions in this situation to potentially be misleading ones.
I take it with a nat 20, Colt just actions over words. He just zaps behind Fireball and then just tilts at the waist to look down on the book from behind Fireball.
Colt,
Mm.
when you look at the text of the book, it
Mhm.
appears blurry to you.
And that's
Honey.
the end of the story.
No,
Local group.
I would like you to tell me this story.
I've told you the story.
How the hell are you reading it, Fireball? It's all blurry as hell. It's like somebody smeared it.
Is it blurry to me, Joseph?
No, you can. It's crystal clear to you.
I think you need to get your eyes tested, Cole.
What do you on about? I need my eyes tested. I've got some of the best eyes in the group. And I can see if I'm blind as well.
It's crystal clear to me.
I thought maybe it's a fire elemental thing or something.
Actually,
Also,
wait, you could be
You
right.
can definitely.
It
You
could,
can all see that the book is in fact made of paper, but is not burning at Fireball's touch.
it could be something wrong with your eyes, Colt. Maybe he should hand you the book and like you get a closer look. It might be less blurry because you might be short-sighted.
I think he needs to go and see a doctor. He has had his eyes ripped out before.
So have you.
Yeah, but
Who hasn't?
Who on this ship hasn't?
look,
Nobody raises their hand.
you see,
The
all that trauma on the optic nerve, Sonia.
only reason I have my original eyes is because someone undid the time event.
All I'm saying
Eh.
is that it could be a problem with his optical nerves.
What if you're so
Yeah.
sure? If you're so sure, will you allow me to have a look?
You had a look. It was blurry to you.
Like closer. I'm over here. He's like above. He's like up above you, and he's 6 foot tall. He's like, I'm over here, man.
I'll go over to Colt.
Sure. Do you show him the writing?
I'll open the first page.
Sure.
What does the book actually look like? Like,
Uh,
like binder and everything.
I mean, it looks like a moderately common book that you'd see nearly anywhere. Like, if you didn't think that, like, the only thing currently that's telling you anything weird about it is going on, other than the slightly blurry writing, is it's not burning while Fireball holds it. But if that was not happening, it would seem like a pretty normal book. But yeah,
looks.
when you look at the writing on the first page, you can tell that this is roll perception actually. Okay,
I'll look you that away.
I had a funny thing to say on that one.
And then I'll make that a
not much
15.
Ah,
It's a
right.
modified 20.
Got it. So no fun then.
No fun for you.
I was gonna just say that Colt's vision actually goes blurry when he looks at the book. But no.
Okay, it goes blurry and then clear, and then what happens? Because then magic and luck start shenanigan.
So
Starts like being shenanigans happening.
So in
Then-
game
then
terms,
you
we had to
guys-
reload the save 3 times.
then you guys bend the fates and reality, and Colt instead sees that you can quite easily tell with your amazing quote unquote roll. that-
Skills, abilities, friends as well, because they help.
True, it was the power of friendship.
True.
That your vision is not bad. Like, the page is not blurry, it is just the writing. You would guess that it is magically blurry, but
I'll
specifically
close the
to
book.
you.
You see,
Or
It's-
maybe not specifically to you, maybe everyone is just not Fireball, or maybe there's some other... Like, for some reason, you are unable to see the writing inside the book.
So
you see,
yeah, Colt's working on your. Colt is now working on the assumption of. So I assume this is what fire elementals do for books.
Sorry, what book?
yeah,
I've just been looking at Fireball hungrily the entire time.
That
Uh,
book that he has, I can't read it
Now
Wait,
that
what?
it's been pointed
for
out
some
to you,
reason.
you suddenly click and see the book.
Wow, I can't believe he snuck a book in here without anyone noticing.
look, I've got to have some reading material every now and again, Fume. It's boring running away from people that want to eat you all the time.
Does Fume try and read the book?
I'll have a
I'm
look
not-
at it, see what it looks like.
No, I've closed the book now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be like, hey, can I have a look at it, please?
If it's supposed to be just a little storybook, why are you so like cagey about keeping it concealed?
Look, it's a valuable family heirloom.
But you don't have family here. And
Also,
you didn't
you-
have that book before. So
No.
it can't be a
Also,
family heirloom.
Also, pretty sure you left everything back in the universe that you're from.
No, just because I don't have family here, Fume. God, so insensitive.
Yeah, just because you don't have family here and didn't bring that with you because we would have known by now.
You don't know. There
I was
just-
literally with you 24 hours of the day up until, and I think about it, I'm like a week and a half ago?
Look, there was a similar book back in my universe. I found a similar copy,
Uh-huh.
and I picked it up.
So it's not a family heirloom then.
Well, back in my university.
So it's not a family heirloom then.
Back in my universe.
So it's not a family heirloom then.
But not this specific one, but...
Yeah, so like, what's the problem?
I want to keep it. Okay, I'll show Fume a quick glance of the first page.
While he's distracted, I'm just gonna casually just cast detect thoughts. Just for a start, while he's doing this, just see what his base thought line is.
Oh no,
pretty sure-
amplified by the power artifact. You're gonna know everything about him.
I'm pretty sure Fireball's current base thought is oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit.
Uh-huh. That was kind of what I was hoping. Like, not probing deeper or anything yet. I was
but-
just like wanting to see what the base
but-
thoughts were.
But given that you are standing next to the power artifact, Fireball,
Yeah.
there is now a Sunya in your brain.
Uh-huh.
There is a like it's like an AI assistant, but it's just Sunya, and they are in your brain now.
Sonia, what are you doing in my brain?
I'm going through all of your dirty folders.
There's so much.
Now,
Just
there's a lot of
don't
discuss.
go in the one. Don't go in the one called Fire Hub.
Yeah, so there's a lot of disgusting things in here that, oh boy, I don't think the party would like this. But
Yeah, like hand holding. Gross. There's two fire elementals holding hands.
there is this.
Disgusting.
If I just scroll through, there is this one folder that.
Wait, without absorbing each other? What kind of
know.
disgusting act is that?
That's horrible.
Oh, I can't be tolerated. Ugh.
It says it's all my deepest secrets. Seems quite a thick volume.
That in Fireball's head, the folder that is labeled the book is connected to via red strings a series of other folders. Do you attempt to try and open one and look at the contents inside Fireball's head?
I say to Fireball, well, I'm just gonna, the old thing. I'm gonna walk in this direction, and if someone doesn't stop being honest with their friends, who knows what might happen.
Yes. Who knows, Sonia?
So like I've had a look at the first page of this book. Is it blurry to me?
Oh, it is blurry to you, and this is definitely not like primordial text or infernal text or it's nothing like
Text.
It's not text. Yeah, as far as you can tell, it's just blurry.
Okay, it's a new spell book that I found.
That's cool. That's cool.
And I've started using it recently.
Also, I will tune in on the side of Fireball, on the, hey, it's kind of a shitty thing to do to use the ability to see into your friend's head to try and coerce your friend into telling you things.
I don't care.
I mean, if you bring that up, Court will just be like, in fairness, we shouldn't have to do that anyway without him being cagey.
That feels like it's a slippery slope argument.
I'm going to cast Plane Shift.
Okay.
Really? You're certain of that?
In
Yeah.
here, with all the
While
mystic
in
artifacts
here.
boosting the power,
So where would you like to go, Fireball?
The only
where
place
would you
I
like
can
to send
go.
the ship?
Well, it's if he's bringing it here or if he's just going there. If he's just going there, then cool.
I'm casting it upon myself.
Yeah, I know. You're right next to the giant booster artifact.
So yeah, where would you like to go?
The only place I can go, the Plane of Fire, specifically the ruins of the city of Bran.
Got it. You cast the spell. And Ben goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
The same thing Sunya was doing.
Both of you, stop casting magic on the ship. Also, why have you sent us here?
Could you know what? Can a Fireball do a con save against? If it was that, which is
What's
which is the timer race.
What's the DC again for it?
I mean,
For my I clicked the wrong thing. Whoops.
are you erasing time?
If he's like if he's used plane shift and Ben is freaking out and he's like, everyone stop casting spells, Court is like, right, sod this, undo, and he's gonna give Fireball a bop.
Cool.
My key save DC is 19.
Okay, so I can actually save against this potentially. No, I don't.
Okay, cool. If you're gonna start casting spells, Colt is gonna spectral arm scoop you up and get you outside. He's like,
Look!
you need a timeout outside.
She started casting spells first. It's not exactly like I've got a point.
Out of curiosity, was that a stunning strike?
Yeah.
Okay, I just take the book off. As you're walking him out of the ship,
the book would probably drop as Colt.
As the person holding
on
on to part of the book partially to like look at it as he was doing all this stuff. It's in my hands.
I mean, yeah, if you've got it, that's fine. Essentially, I'm just moving it away from Fireball.
And Colt is moving Fireball away from the power artifact. He's like, you can plane shift if you want to, but do it over there.
You now have this book, Fume.
Can I cast my 9th level spell when I'm unstunned?
You are able to do this,
So,
yes.
Once the whole thing has woken up, I'm gonna walk out to find wherever he's been taken and be like, hey, I've got the book. Do you want to just sit down and have a chat about this whole me wanting to eat you thing and the animosity we've been feeling for the last little while? Because, we used to be, I used to be your slave, but, you thought of us as friends.
I agree with Fume. You two should have a sit down and figure this out, because otherwise you're going to start casting plane shift or your laser beam in there again and destroy everything that we've been working for so far. Let's just sort it out and be away from the power artifact to do it.
Oh, I was thinking about doing something slightly worse.
Good thing I moved you away then.
What do you mean slightly worse? What were you going to do?
I was going to cast my 9th level spell.
Which one of them?
The only one I have, the one that essentially brings a bit of the fire plane here.
You are aware that I
why
can
would you bring home
as
here?
well. If you actually, you know what? You just threatened to do that in Court's home. So Court gets right down to your 11 and goes, bear in mind, I can erase that and then rip you apart. So
then
maybe don't do that. Yes, I can erase you.
Oh my god!
Why is everyone so aggro right now?
You're not bringing the fire plane into my home.
This is caught an intense.
The fire plane's pretty pleasant.
So you two figure out this whole animosity, and then Court leaves. Court is like, I'm done with this scene.
This was literally not on me. He's angry about you guys interrogating over a random book. I look at the book again now it's not in his possession, and I'm like...
No, Colt will say to you, Fume, I get it, but at the same time, he was being very cagey.
Also, he was about...
For some unknown reason.
He did just say he was about to fire plane us because we wanted to know what was in his book. That isn't anything, but now is also a spell book.
No, I wanted to plane shift myself, not everybody else.
Yeah, why?
To stop being interrogated by everyone.
So yeah, I'm going to sit down with Fireball. I'm just going to shoo everybody away.
Yeah, Colt leaves.
Go inside.
Okay, you'll listen to you. Colt's going to hang with his clan. He's like, I'm going in there. Points at the fire at the noble's massive house. So I'm going to go in there, talk to my family again.
Cool.
So he's going to leave you two to it.
And I'm just going to sit down and pat the bit of rock next to me.
I'll stay standing.
Okay.
Rude.
I'm like, okay, it's not like I'm the one that made you a slave for ages.
I didn't make you a slave either.
I mean, you used me. And I'm trying to get on the friend term here while the thing in the back of my head keeps trying to tell me to eat you. And I'm like, I don't really know why it's telling me to eat you, but it does want me to eat you.
Well...
the thing inside your head will say, I don't want you to eat him, I just want you to kill him.
So yeah, so like, what's the cool thing about this book? Must be pretty cool if you're gonna do that stuff. Is it cool?
I could tell you what the book is if you kill him, says the
I-
thing in your head.
I'm not gonna kill him to find out what a random book is.
But it's a very interesting book. I'm sure you'd love to know.
Wait, quick
Sure, I can
question.
get it's probably very interesting, but I would hope that Fireball will talk to me like fire elemental to fire elemental, and I don't have to use the powers of Blackfire to like solve all of my problems.
Damn, foiled again.
Quick question, Joseph. Because I have detect thoughts. Can I hear this and be like, "Fuck me, that is a really evil voice."
Are you focusing? Actually, it's the artifact. I mean, it's the artifact though. Actually, Colt, when did you time erase to before Sonya cast her thing, or just before Fireball did his thing?
Just before Fireball's casting.
Sure. In which case, uh, you can currently hear the thoughts of like everybody. Roll me a. Give me an intelligence saving throw to see if you can pick apart the muddle that you're currently in.
Wow.
Sonia, you are incredibly confused as you are bombarded with the minds of all the people on the ship.
Which is
And
not as many
many-
as it could have been.
True, but you're
So-
also picking up everybody in the noble's house and
Is
loads of other people from an entire area around you.
You're
just-
unconscious from mental strain.
You're picking up like a highlights reel of our greatest hits as Colt is like regaling his clan with like all of the tales that we've been doing over the last year or so.
You're probably even picking up some radio stations.
But yeah, I'm gonna put the book down on the rock next to me and be like, it's here.
Look, I don't know much more about it other than it's a book I can use as a spell book,
Mm-hmm.
and that it also has other stories.
Mm-hmm. So, is it cool?
To me, yeah.
All right. I hope that if it starts making you want to kill everyone, you'll not make my mistake and you'll tell us all.
I don't want to kill him. I just also don't want to be interrogated over something so trivial.
See, this is the problem. You went from I don't want to be interrogated to let's blow the whole place up very quickly.
But they're also
And I know I've had some
Invading my
control
mind.
issues lately.
they're also invading my mind.
Yes, and that was a
Over-
bad thing, and we should tell them off for invading a friend's mind.
Over
There-
a book.
There is still a little tap dancing Sonia in your head.
I mean, I think Sonya should be unconscious on a nat one on that con save, but that's just like.
Oh no. Sonia, actual Sonia is unconscious, but there is a mental version of Sonia that is just chilling in Fireball's brain now.
And once we admonish a person for casting spells in front of the giant artifacts that amplify magic that we keep being warned about, and, breaching privacy, that's a much more reasonable way to act than I'm going to kill all of the non-immune to fire members of the party. And I, hand you your book.
I'll take the book.
Just don't forget that when I'm not being controlled by dark possessions of evil, we are sort of friendly. I would say sort of frenemies level.
Oh, that's the nicest thing Fumes ever said to another person.
It is, and it slightly hurts inside to admit it.
Oh,
How wholesome.
if your dad was still alive.
No, sadly I absorbed him when the evil thing took over.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Yeah. Is Fireball looking persuaded by my speech?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
I was gonna ask to roll persuasion if you had said no.
do you walk back into the ship?
I'm gonna see if Fireball will let me pick him up like the old days.
I don't want to be picked up.
Okay.
Cool. If
How are you walking when you're having to like use two of your legs to hold the thing?
this is just on his back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Huh. Do you need some sort of harness for the book if you're gonna have to hold it like that?
Are there any bags of holding around here?
I don't remember seeing one, but we can probably find one.
Okay.
The noble probably has one.
Is your magic fire harm bags of holding, or are they all right?
Fact fire, yes.
I mean, most magic items are okay when I just hold them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got the like, you've got the cool opposite to my cool.
I mean,
Flame.
I think that that magic fire would destroy things.
Actually, given that you're both currently being friendly friends, you feel a weird resonance between each other.
Is that a good resonance or a bad resonance? Because I felt bad resonance before with these artifacts.
And it feels good. Feels pretty good. The voice inside your head, Fume, is like it doesn't seem to be telling you to murder Fireball anymore.
Man, sometimes the voices do go quiet.
And that's usually the best way to keep them.
It's still like there. It just doesn't want Fireball dead as much anymore.
Cool. I will wander back in with Fireball and basically tail them all off and be like, Just
Okay, you
fl-
walk back in. Sonia is currently unconscious on the floor, foaming at the mouth.
No,
With
I'm
the oth-
I'm unconscious outside.
Oh yeah, she's
So you
unconscious
walked past.
outside the ship.
The Sonia in
foaming
your
at the
head's like,
mouth.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like roll Sonya into the recovery position,
Okay.
and I'm like, is this enough punishment that she's done this to herself? I
The
ask
other
Fireball.
the other Sonia is just standing over her, not helping.
Doesn't call Colt over or anything. He's just like, oh, so that happened.
As far as I'm aware, she's still roaming around in my head.
Huh. Weird.
No. The Sonia in your head will explain. No. Now, now that once the spell ends, I'm just here now, as your little friend.
Oh, why do we all keep getting more and more voices in our head?
I mean,
And I'd just go and jump in a, bath.
are you are you trying to kill yourself?
No, yes, because I've got a little Sonia running around.
No, I will remind you that I am a genie, sir.
Maybe we can be friends. Wait, my existence, I want it legitimized, please.
Would you like to make a wish, sir?
Don't kill me.
Yes.
I desire life, please, no.
What would you like to wish?
For
Wait.
the little Sonia in my brain to go away.
Maybe I could get my own body. I could leave here and everything could be
I
okay.
complete his wish to my one time I can complete a wish every 7 days. To remove the little Sonia that is in his head and make it go away.
No, as it melts.
Okay, it's a week before I can do grant another one of those.
You observe as its eyes melt and its skin melts and it dies horribly, screaming in your head, and then it's just dead.
I
Silence.
internally smile.
Is it gone?
Yes, thank you.
You see Fireball smile.
No, internally.
No, he smiles.
Tries to poker face it, fails.
He tries to internally smile and then he realizes he's actually smiling. Okay. Well, that was resolved.
And then inside Sonia's head, the Council of Sonias has adjourned. We all agree that was pretty fucked up.
And I would do
Let's
it
not.
again.
Let's not do that again.
Okay. Eventually, the spell will run its course. Sonia, you sort of wake back up. Your mind kind of just turned off while, you were just getting bombarded with so many voices.
I'll stay in my room.
What do you do, Sonia?
I'll walk into this room.
Also, you have a weird, recollection of melting.
Yeah. Cast the spell again. Blackout.
Oh, why? Who do you cast it on? Who do you focus on?
On Sen. I'm sending.
Oh,
I'm
God.
specifically sending a little Sonia into his head and be like, "You do your thing. Try and help him sort out his broken brain."
Oh God. Okay. So the little mental. Okay, you have to experience this. You are aware of this, right? For the duration of the spell.
No. I black out.
Uh, uh,
I cast
roll
black
me
out.
an intelligence save.
That's not a nat one.
Okay, that's okay. But it wasn't quite the infinity I was looking for.
Wait. I'll roll it again. Nah, that's still not infinity.
It's
Do you got
not.
any portents left?
Not
Quite
infinity. Wait, I do! Because I have 8. That's infinity.
Oh, okay, the 26. Little Sonia not being smart enough to sort through all the information ever, will join Sen in being brain dead.
Hey, I never said all of it at once. It's like I've sent her to
Yeah,
a
you've
fucking
sent her...
10-story building just full of filofaxes.
Yeah, but the problem is you sent her in, and what happened was it wasn't a 10-story building. She was immediately buried in files that are almost infinitely tall.
Okay,
And
so
was crushed to death.
let's work our way through these files, starting from the first file.
Her and a bat must now sort through all information in all of reality.
So what
This
you're
will
saying
take you-
is, I have halved the time.
Well,
Sonya's
Sonya's actually way more.
bureaucracy.
Sonya is actually way more efficient than the bat, so it will take way less time. Still, the first file that you read is this will take longer than the heat death of the universe.
Look, I'm willing to take a bit of time. Gotta help out my boy.
Luckily, with your high intelligence save, I'll say that you make it out and don't remember what happened inside Sen's brain.
Look,
So you are fine.
as long as I know I fucked myself slightly and sent another me for an eternal torture to help someone, that's all good.
Yeah, you need to send an infinitely intelligent being in there to help.
Look, over time I'll just send more Sonyas.
That's how you solve it. You send infinite Sonyas and then you've solved the problem.
That's how we solve every problem. Remember when I was stuck in that room? Remember that
Yeah,
the room?
You went brain dead because you kept spamming out more of you.
Yeah, remember that? That was great.
Okay, well that's happening. Good, right? Yet another terrible series of events has occurred. Oh god. The horrors that lie behind literally every door in this ship. Uh, okay. Uh, sure. Everyone would eventually be informed a couple of minutes later that Ben is picking up a distress call. Should we go investigate?
Court no here.
It
If
could
if this is only a couple of minutes later.
it couldn't
Yeah,
be
it's only-
any worse than anything we've done recently.
Mm.
Sure. I guess we should go pick Colt up.
Yeah.
Then have an investigate while we think on Colt's strange crime thing that's occurring.
Well, looking for the Book of Vile Darkness is essentially what he thinks he has to do.
Yes.
But it's scattered all over everywhere, so it's essentially just like fighting evil generically.
Yes. You are fighting the concept of evil.
Mm.
That is what
Colt-
you are trying to punch.
Colt will also explain that to his clansmen as well as the other cores and that.
They are all very hyped about trying to actually kill evil. Like just concept of evil. And
I mean, he's like, if anyone has any pieces of these book, chase them down.
they're like, yeah, and also like, if anyone can punch evil in the face, it's you.
Yeah, but he will be like making the point of, I'd like to stay, but
Maybe
trust me, I'd really love to stay, but, and looks like out at the ship. I assume he sees everyone else coming back out to come tell him stress call and that. But he's
Yeah.
like, but I got a very big job to do. Also, someone's got to look out for those lot.
the cause are like, you should go see who the most evil person you know is. Maybe it's one of those demons from the ship, right?
I
Maybe
mean,
it's
they might know somebody by proxy, so it's worth a shout.
Yeah, but they will be very sad and like
Mm.
they'll wish you well.
Yeah. I mean, he'll spare them the details on like the whole, if we fuck this up, everyone dies,
Yeah.
or becomes like under the tyrannical rule of a fucking tyrant god who has all of the artifacts, or under the rule of a time dragon, or something else. He'll spare them those details. He doesn't want to freak anyone out.
They understand that you have to go like away to save the day and stuff. But they believe in you and your investigation.
Mm. And then sees everyone coming along. What's up, guys?
Oh, what's her name again?
Ameh.
There we go.
The root of all evil. Yeah, the core mentions maybe you should ask one of them demons, and Course is like, yeah, well, I'll speak to her mayor, see if she knows anything. She's the most evil person I know.
Well,
That's why I told you guys don't talk to her.
She's not the root of all evil. She's the square root of all evil.
The square root of all evil.
Or she's evil squared. I always get those mixed up.
Evil squared, most definitely that one's bigger.
Just about which she
The
is.
value is greater, therefore she is.
Sure, is she all of the evil multiplied by all of the evil, or is she the what you multiply by to get all of the evil? Who knows?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I've sent you a message.
A message from Lawrence.
Also, on the way back walking to the ship, suddenly I'll just lean over to Colt and be like, yeah, so there's probably a good chance that book's like Book of Vile Darkness, or, there's some pages in it. Just if you hadn't realised that.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
No, the one that the Fireball has.
Yeah, that's
The
why
Fireball's not evil.
You're not actually
there. Because they're not there, Colt will like lean forward and just quietly just be like, that's why I was so suspicious. I just wanted to be sure. But couldn't confirm anything.
Yeah, Fireball just has.
I thought if I looked at the pages, it would have tried to infect my mind like the armor did. But he didn't do that.
Yeah, he just has a mysterious book.
It's fine. It just means that he's probably a bit evil. Just keep an eye on him. The book kind of fucks with you, so if he does have it, we'll notice soon enough.
Also, Drew, I sent you a message.
Ooh, I want to send a message.
I'm getting messages from everybody now. I don't know. I don't know how much money you have, like, that much. Oh god, I'm getting so many messages now.
Yeah, sure. You just pay us that.
Oh, wait a minute, I was meant to buy a stick.
Well, if you're going to the novel, you'll say Court has a stick.
Has the good stick?
Yes, and he holds it out to you. Here you go.
The good stick!
You seem to really want it, so I thought while I was in here, just as a thank you for everything you've done for me over the last year.
Sonia, you now have a hither-thither staff.
Gives
Called
big
for
hug.
you.
Then immediately does something stupid by accident. Like, I need to test it out. Portal on the floor, portal onto the ship. But on the floor, so basically jumps in, and you just see her in the distance pop out and bang her head on the roof. Ah! It works!
At least it seems she's enjoying it.
Come on in, Colt. It's lovely.
Yeah, jumps into the hole, but when he comes out the other end, he does like a flip and sticks the landing.
So just on the floor. Ah, my head. That was awesome. So off to help someone who, God willing, their situation's not as bad as ours.
Oh, it's certainly a situation. So you guys chugging off on a new adventure.
I mean, to Ben, where is this distress signal? I doubt it'll be anywhere here on Zendikar because no one has the ability to do that.
No, it's not Zandikar. It's like it's another planet somewhere nearby, I think.
Neat.
So it'll take a few days to get there. What would you guys like to do over the course of a couple of days?
Colt be training and chatting to Ra on the days where he doesn't summon him.
Ah, cool. Ra will inform you of stuff, Colt. He has figured out God Key.
Ooh.
You need to be a god to use it, though.
Shit.
So...
It's always a problem.
Why is it always God?
Step 3 of this master plan is you'll need a divine spark if you want to be a god. Which means you'll either need to make one, very hard, or take one. Slightly easier. Still very hard, though. Or be given one.
I know somebody of a god that's really easy to kill that has a divine spark.
I mean, Colt's probably in Ra's demi-plane talking about this, but noted.
No, I was making a
if you
joke
mention
about
it
the
later.
Realm of the Frostmaiden.
True.
Fair.
Steal orals.
He's so easy to kill.
Like, to be honest, it's just purely like for roleplay things. This is cool, but Colt actually looks more contemplative. Like, he's looking at Ra and just thinking, does that mean I'll be like bound to thinking in his head, he's like, does that mean I'll be bound to somewhere? That doesn't sound good.
Ra will suggest that you don't try and if you want like the freedom that you love so much, you don't try and become a lesser deity or anything that powerful. He recommends you just try becoming a demigod. This will give you the divine rank you need to use God Key without locking you into your own domain.
And he's nodding along to this, and he's like, when we first met, you mentioned two other like deities or the equivalent of what you are in that hierarchy. I assume they'll have divine sparks then.
Yeah. If you could hunt
So
down
what would
like if you could hunt down some gods like Tyron and the gods he protects, that'll be good. Be doing me real solid. It won't be an easy fight, but hey, I recommend hunting down any of the evil gods, but you should start with the weak ones. Like,
Court again? He's contemplative and nodding. That sounds pretty serious though. Like, should someone like me really have a divine spark, or whatever? Like I've literally just learned what that is, or be a god. It's like it's not like I'm worshipped or done anything worthy of worship or anything. I'm just some guy who punches real good.
Ra will point out. Actually, you have a surprising number of followers, considering. And, like, yeah, you're just a guy who punches real good, but there's a god for everything, including a guy who punches real good. Like, being a god, it doesn't have to be anything like all power, grand, all-knowing stuff. Sometimes you're the god of ice cream.
Neat.
Not all gods are like infinitely wise beings.
I think that's currently
like,
Aurora.
It comes with the territory of living forever that you'll eventually gain like a lot of life experience.
Again, that is one of the things that's like niggling him because he's like, doesn't that mean I'll be like eternal life?
You will have eternal life. Kind of. Gods are capable of dying. It can be done. You probably will have to kill one or at least fell some of it to take its divine spark. But they don't die naturally, no. But it is in their nature not to die naturally as a divine being.
I appreciate that. Appreciate you telling me all that. But I'm going to meditate on this first. It feels like he's like scratching his head. He's like, this is a lot to take in.
You will gain some level of control over an aspect of reality. And it is not a journey for the faint of heart.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying I'll meditate on it.
But your level of reluctance shows you are wiser than most in this endeavor.
Court rolls his eyes and is like, yeah, I assume a lot would jump at the chance.
Yes. When told, hey, do you want to become a god?
Not me. Anyway, thank you for that. Turns to like the avatar, like humanoid version, like, anyway, another round. Cracks his knuckles and they go for like another bit of sparring, and it's just scene change away from them.
Scene change over to literally the GIF that you posted.
Boom! Ow! Boom! Ow! Boom! Ow!
I'm trying to learn the timing to cast Echo Step.
I love Wolfie's small anime stuff.
Okay, now I've got another.
I'm so glad I found that. Yes.
So,
it's exactly what I was
okay.
looking for.
It's another one of these like ones where it's a whole live meme that somehow has made it into the world.
Now that we've done all of that in secret instead of saying it out loud.
Yeah.
for all the people. Got it.
Now you can say it
That
out
was
loud.
that was so much easier on me,
It-
someone who does not like typing and is dyslexic. Thank you all for that.
I just sent you
Uh,
a this is the guideline for what's happening.
yeah.
It's not important enough to
Uh,
really talk through, I don't think, but just
That's the point of what we're here to do, is talk through all of that.
fair.
Oh,
Now,
but yeah.
the only reason I sent the message is because it was supposed to be surprise for other player, and then it immediately happened.
And I'm just sending lovely messages.
What's Sonia doing?
just hanging out.
Are you doing anything over the course of these few days you have to, like, prepare or
Yeah,
do spells or try and find Ben's new whiskey stash or...
portals. Trying to find all the secret spots in the ship.
Ends up in a mayor's lab. What the fuck?
Oh, you... well, actually, you would find out. A mayor's lab cannot be portaled into. Like, you try and throw a hither-thither there, and, like, a weird meshy grid shows up, and the portal just bounces off of it.
Oh no, you've got one of the portal
And-
stoppers.
A mayor will poke her head out and say, which Cthulhu's here today? I know you want your oh, no, it's just you. Are you here to pick up Cthulhu's order?
Why? What are they ordering?
Some, like, weird cult stuff, like, dominates the minds you followers.
Nah, I don't need any of that.
No, okay. Cool, but if Cthulhu calls, just, like, put him through to me, okay?
Okie dokie.
And she just pokes her head back in.
It's not.
And-
It's not right that can be a normal conversation.
It's not right. Cool. And Colt, are you training for anything specific?
No, actually, I thought of something else for a bit that you could do at some point on one of the days, which is take a brave pill, be like stoic and like stern and that, and then go and speak to a mayor for like a second.
For 1 second, are we sure we can handle that?
I mean, however long it takes. It's
Oh
hyperbole.
god, however long it takes, that's much worse than I thought.
Well, when I said a second, I meant it was hyperbole, so as little as he can get away with. But basically, it's just like, hey, Mayor, I got a question that's like someone who's incredibly smart and incredibly evil might know.
Evil?
Regardless, do you know what the Book of Vile Darkness is?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's
Would you
the
know it?
book of pure evil.
Yeah. But do
Uh,
you know any way of like hunting down that one would seek out the source,
it
like the actual book itself?
it is evilness in nature, and to stick along the lines of greed, it generally likes to stay with one person for a long time.
So so it's probably with whoever got past your defenses.
Yeah. And
So we
it,
might be looking for the same person.
it is evil. A lot of subterfuge, lies, deceit, and staying hidden is associated with being evil. Should someone get hold of the book, they would become a master of all of these, given enough time to read and understand.
Stoic and odd sounds about right. Oh well, it'll be a fine hunt.
It
Back
also
the way.
it also likely contains unspeakable acts, like possibly the ritual for like how to be a lich and various other things. It's the manual on all things unspeakably evil and horrible.
I thought you wrote that. He's just
Uh,
doing that. He's just saying that for a bit. He's taking the mic.
She goes, no, 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 no. I just wrote the book on how to do all the science stuff because I'm a science. Look at all my books on interdimensional travel and understanding eldritch horrors without saying. Look, read this excerpt. Cool. Make a wisdom save.
He doesn't look. As soon as she goes to hand him anything, he like looks at the ceiling. He's like, nope. Do not look at anything
okay.
this woman hands you. If she tries to force him, he will lightning bolt out of there. He's like, I've already spoken for too long. I need to get out of here.
She closes the book, and is like, oh, okay, fair enough. He's somewhat a bit of time, and you turn around and you notice like the wall behind you, that like there are shadowy, screaming faces twisted into the metal. It looked like it was projected from where the book was because there's like a cult-shaped outline in it.
Ah! Just
And she
lightning
goes,
bolts out of there. Lightning bolts into a vent and
She
like to
goes-
the other side of the ship.
She goes, those normally fade after like a couple of minutes or hours or sometimes weeks.
And he hears that reverberated through the vents as he's like lightning bolting through them all.
It's
He
just
comes
like,
out comes out of a vent, lands in one of Sonya's portals, flies out the other side, and doesn't stick the landing.
So that's where I left that.
It's behind a bookshelf. Bookshelf just shatters.
Colt.
Yeah.
You get a call from an unknown number.
Colt not smart enough to not answer. Presses he's like, I have to press the green one, yeah? Click.
You hear unknown eldritch noises.
Oh, god damn it! Hangs up. Unless Tongue of the Sun and Moon translates them.
Actually, it would.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not good at all! Why did I say anything?
You hear an unspeakable voice.
You hear an
Talk to
unspeakable
you.
voice speak.
Yeah, exactly. It's an
unspeakable
eldritch thing. It makes no sense. You hear an unspeakable voice speak and ask you, "Hey, is a mayor there? I need my order. I placed it a while ago."
Hangs up.
Cthulhu speaking.
No! Hangs up.
Oh damn. Sonia, you get a call.
Ahoy, hoy?
Unspeakable eldritch noises come through.
Mm-hmm.
It's some eldritch horror. It's asking for a mayor.
Do you want me to patch you through?
You hear like gibbering mouth noises.
Does Colt hear it?
It's a yes from Cthulhu.
It's a yes.
Colt gives you a nod.
I just forward the call.
Nice.
And Mayor's like, shit.
Oh, I don't know. And now, truly the most horrifying thing's about to happen. Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a email.
Mhm.
It's your court date for being sued for defamation.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I'll go.
The court date is like in a month's time.
Am I able to settle out of court?
Sure, they're willing to settle out of court.
For how much?
They want you to pay them 3 million for their damages to their sales.
BRB.
Okay. Wait, 3 million. Do I have 3 million? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And also a reminder to pay your taxes. That goes for everybody.
So I'm just like, what the hell are taxes? There's
Uh,
no taxes in the Forbidden Realms.
It's the they want 40% of your money because you're in the top bracket of taxing of like wealth owners.
I turn to Ben like, I know you're going like good, but I'm guessing you don't pay taxes.
I didn't, but I do now.
You probably shouldn't. Sounds like a
I'm
scam.
so glad that I never registered my business, so there was no paper trail to find me.
Fair enough. But yeah, you don't want to mess with the magical tax system. God, they will find you. And I'm sick of fighting off those mechless people, always getting up in my business. If I have to shoot another mert, God, it's just so much easier to pay your taxes.
I don't have 3 million.
Well, you've got a
The-
month
the-
to earn it.
You do have a month to earn it.
Or you could go to court and prove that you didn't actually give them anywhere near, cause them anywhere near the cost that they're telling you you did.
Or you try and haggle them down.
I'll give you 50k.
$20 and an apology.
$20 and a
50k.
blowjob.
Wow,
50k.
wait
and
a
I'll-
That's a very
50.
different location, Andrew.
Yep.
Also,
50
considering he's made out of fire, I don't think that's worth it.
You don't know what species the
True.
tax people. Well, no, the suing people. Oh, you don't know what they are or are into. They might like that.
I mean, they're probably astral elves,
Uh,
but they're the
They're
tax
willing-
man.
They're willing
50
they're willing to take alternative payment if you're willing to give up your most treasured memory.
What would Fireball's most treasured memory be?
All memories should your most treasured memory not cover the full sum.
Sorry?
Or it might take multiple memories if your most treasured memory does not cover the full sum.
Ooh, I imagine that Fireball's most treasured memories are of his home. Like the other universe.
Yeah.
They also do
Mhm.
accept souls if you've got souls.
Ah, souls. I have a few of those lying around.
They want 300,000 souls.
I'll go to ask Emma if she's got any souls lying around.
Probably does. No one
Uh,
here.
Amer's like, I have a bunch of souls, but they're my souls. Why do you need them?
Mine.
Do you know where I can get 300,000 of them now?
Avernus.
Go ask Sonia. Her demons have been collecting souls for like years now, right?
Ah, okay. Sonia,
No. They're all
I
technically
need
me,
souls. Give
and
me souls.
and I'm going to fix them later.
No, I need souls.
What do you need souls for?
To deal with a legal situation which I'm in.
No.
I'll pay you back later on.
No. That's not how it works when it comes to souls.
I'll collect other souls
I-
for you.
I don't... No, I go
You
some.
seem to have a
Ask someone
like
else.
you. I have. They told me to ask you.
And I'm telling you to ask someone else.
Can I talk to one of your demon devil friend people, please?
No.
But you're telling me to speak to somebody else. I asked you to bring me one of the other people that might be able to get me the thing that I want.
I cast
And
silence.
you're not letting me speak.
I cast silence on the area around me.
Cool. The whole ship is silent,
Worth it.
and a very ticked off image of Ben appears on a screen in your room.
And I just pointed fireball.
I look confused given that I only know fire spells.
Yeah, but you were the reason that it got cast.
Yeah, but like, I get in the ship and go and try and find devils elsewhere.
Where are you gonna look for devils?
Where's the nearest space station?
Pretty far away. Like about a month's travel in your dinky ship. And also you will have run out of fuel before you get there.
Also,
will
you'll have
say
lost
that
the crew.
I will say this, you'll probably remember that there was like half a dozen demons that have stayed back to train with Cold, who he is training with. But because they're largely like, the gallant kind, they probably won't have souls, but yeah, you can ask. They are demons.
But Cold's also angry at Fireball.
I mean,
currently,
you did threaten his homeland with, fiery obliteration.
yeah, so
So he's a little bit miffed. He's a bit miffed, but you've spent enough time with him to think he doesn't hold a grudge.
It was just a
Yeah, but
small nuke.
He's still thinks you're likely to be upset with it.
Fair.
It's not something you get over like straight away.
I am going to nuke your house. No, you're not.
They will
Yeah,
also take
true.
They are also willing to accept like a combination of these forms of payments. If you have that.
Mm, how far out does the silence spell affect when it's being amplified?
The entire ship and a very large radius around the entire ship.
I'll go outside of the radius of the ship. That
Cool.
area that's being affected, sorry.
It takes you a little while in your ship, but you get there eventually. Yeah.
And I'll cast plane shift after landing safely.
Me a D6 because this is a very risky maneuver. Given all the other times people have tried to move a ship in with the spell plane shift.
No, I land the ship first and get out.
All right, and then your plane shift. Okay, where are you landing it? You're in the middle of space.
Oh, I thought we were still on the planet.
No,
we've
we
been
are
traveling
in
for the last couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are in transit. Like you are in space. Where there's nowhere to land the ship. Unless you're landing it back on the ship.
Yeah, is it? No, then that kind of defeats the point. I'll just go back onto the ship and I'll wait until we land somewhere.
I mean,
Sure.
if it's anything to do with your courtier and you have a month. Unless you were doing some other shenanigans.
I mean, a month is a very short period of time to get 300,000 souls.
I mean, they'll accept a combination of these payments.
I mean, does it have to be souls at all?
I mean, 300,000 slightly more manageable than 3 million for me currently.
Is it though?
They'll
Was it what 3 million what gold credits?
Yeah.
gold, yeah. Gold or credits, as
I
they
feel I
have
can kill a lot more
value.
people than I can
They-
gain money
They're willing to
quickly.
take they're willing to take most forms of currency effectively. Like they will take psychic currencies, they will take basically anything that is a form of currency.
Anything of monetary value.
Also, Fireball,
They
killing
won't take-
someone does not equate to getting a soul.
No, you have to. Don't
They
you have to
won't
like
take-
make a pact with them or something?
Or steal their
I
soul
mean,
and
the-
mint
contract.
it.
Yeah, like
I
the
mean,
soul
yeah.
cage or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
You-
soul
you-
coins contain souls.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're
Uh,
saying. That,
I
and they're
I
complicated
can
to
trade
make.
stuff.
Like they're willing to accept nearly any form of like payment that is currency. They don't accept goods, but they will accept payment in nearly any form of currency or any combination of currencies. It's just that souls are a form of currency in certain places, so they're willing to accept that. So it's up to Fireball however he wants to pay that.
Or just go to court.
Or just go to court.
Use what money you do have to buy a really good lawyer.
True. Or ignore the problem forever.
True. We do that quite often. That normally works.
Just go on the run through space. He could probably dream of the blue veil out of this, but that would remove him from the campaign.
I also presumably can't cast that spell because I can only cast fire-based spells.
Nah, he can only cast Dream of the Red Veil.
Dream of the fire
yeah,
veil.
but I'm
He can
pretty
only
sure.
go to the universe.
I'm pretty sure a
that are made-
scroll. I'm pretty sure a scroll of Dream of the Blue Veil would be a lot less than 300,000 souls.
Or he
True.
could ask a wizard to cast it on him for him.
Which would also probably cast an awful lot less.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, does Sonya have that spell?
Yes.
Ben might have that spell.
One of the first things Sonia tried to do was escape from this campaign, and you said no because it was on the ship.
True.
I'll heal myself back up to full when I'm on my little ship.
Okay, sure. Eventually, you guys will arrive at a place that seems to be, or that Ben tells you is where the distress signal is coming from.
Okay.
Do I see any devils or anything?
I was gonna start with what kind of place is it?
Yeah. Sounds like Joe's died.
Hello, there we go.
Sounds like he's
Hello.
alive again.
My headphones chose that it was a great time to not exist.
Fact.
Is your house full of wild magic or something? What the fuck?
But yeah, you arrive at a planet. It is green and moderately, like, fine, it seems.
Are
It's not
there
like
any
on-
devils here?
Roll perception. I'm gonna need a really good I mean,
I think
Sorry,
we're still
that
in
one-
space.
That one was 2GM, I
Okay,
do apologize.
okay, you got a nat 20. So, you look around and you notice that you are in fact still in orbit.
Yeah, so are there any devils on the ship?
Are there any devils orbiting the planet?
Yeah, all that.
Wait a minute.
No.
That's no moon.
No, there are
It's
not.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Let's not try and kill the moon, okay?
It deserves to die, Joseph.
What's the moon ever done to you? We only just got here.
What? Let's leave the moon alone. But yeah, Ben will say the distress signal's sort of coming from this section of this planet.
Does the planet
I-
look like it could be relatively populated, or does it look more foresty sort of thing?
There are some civilizations that have built settlements here and there around here. So yes, it's populated. It's not like heavily populated. It's a recent colony that's set up.
And there's not a million spelljammers flying in and out and all that jazz.
Yeah, there's a couple. Like there are spelljammers, but not loads.
Sure. Let's land then. Land.
Sure, land.
Or land near wherever near-ish, wherever the distress signal was coming from.
You land on the edge of a little forest, and there is a town in the distance.
Yo, Ben, which direction was that distress beacon coming from?
Coming from the direction of that town in the distance.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, just starts going in the direction that the Dragon Man points.
Oh, I am gonna regret this. Roll me a D100. Let's see if you encounter anything on the way there.
Who?
Just any of you. All of you, if you want to fight several things. Ah, we've got 2. You want to fight 2? 3! Oh, nice.
And a nat 100. Surely a nat 100 means that either nothing
That-
turns up or...
That's
Or
no
it goes turns
moon.
You know that? Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Okay, well,
Man, it's
something
Godzilla.
funny-
It looks
Something
like
funny
Godzilla,
does
although it looks like
happen
Godzilla,
because-
but according to international copyright, it is not. Still, Mr. Van, it is Godzilla. No, it isn't.
Okay. Good. That's fine. We're having a good day, aren't we?
Yes.
Put yourselves on this. Hang on, when I drag you over there. This never before seen generic road map.
Wow. It's so magical.
We've never seen it before at any point. We'd never reuse
Yes.
maps here.
Put yourself on this map.
I mean, I can't.
I mean,
That's the spirit, Lawrence.
Also, just for the sake of the bit, Court looks around this pathway and he's just like, I feel a presence that I haven't felt in a long time.
Hello!
no.
That book's about me.
It's my book! I remember now.
Begone, foul spawn. This isn't Wednesday.
This is not the cursed day.
Or Saturday.
No, the Zimzam's the bad guy. That's what the 100 was.
No, bad. Out of here. Okay. 39. You guys see some wolves.
Who's a good boy?
They...
Obviously,
Don't-
Fuma's not here because she's too busy on the ship.
Oh, right, fair. Fume just doesn't want to go, does she not?
You know what Fuma's busy.
Alright, fair, yeah. That's okay. You see some wolves. They look at you, and then run in fear.
But I got an 8.
I
They
know.
run
To be
in
to be
terror.
honest, Colt will probably be doing the same as Sonya, just going, "Ooh, puppies!" Ah, damn it. That's a 2.
No,
Oh,
come back.
utter terror.
Why does
An
everything run away
absolute
from
fear.
me in fear?
I mean, the most physically. I mean, you have a walking fire next to you, and Colt is like Thor. It's very scary. It's very scary
thought-
to a wolf.
I thought you were going to go down the whole that bit from Wolverine route where Wolverine is like walking through a wilderness, encounters a brown bear, and the bear just sort of like leaves him alone because it recognizes he's not a prey animal, he's like an apex predator, and the sort of like,
Oh
at
yeah.
one with nature type thing. So they've probably see Colt and go, that's not to be fucked with.
Yeah, they do get like a strong urge of those things are way more powerful than us. We should leave.
And then see Sonya just carrying 2 boards with a portal on each.
I don't know what wolf brain go. Ah,
Yeah, she was wearing them like one of what they're called, the sandwich things.
Mm.
So there's a portal on the
And-
front and a portal on the back, so you just see straight through it.
and then you encounter the most dangerous thing of all. Some random dude. He has a gun and is just chilling underneath a tree. His weapon isn't drawn or any holstered.
Is it ballistic or energy?
It's hard to tell while it is holstered.
Fair.
Hey, you.
You could roll me perception actually. Let's see if you're like
Yeah. 'Cause
actually not
it's-
perception. Sorry, roll me.
Looking at him
It
from a
would be like-
distance. Because Colt is just
Oh.
trying to size him up.
What's the check for being a weapon nerd? Roll me some form of intelligence check.
I mean, it might just be insight.
Yeah, roll me insight actually. That fits.
Inside.
That's really bad for Colt.
9.
You can't see. You can't tell.
You can't.
'cause of the
You
holster.
can't tell what it is. Yeah, you just can't tell what it is. Yeah, he's just chilling.
Hola,
like, having a little
amigo.
He goes,
Hail.
"Hi, how you doing? Is that your ship over there?"
Is he pointing at our ship?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
nice.
Apparently there was a distress call from here. Or like this sort
Yeah.
of general area.
We do really need some help.
What
Uh,
with?
Does it
The
like what kind of scale of horror is this help you need?
the what?
Just tell us quickly.
I've never had any. Is there like a scale for this stuff?
Ignore the purple thing. Just tell us.
Like
What we mean is, how serious is the threat?
yeah, any evil gods.
Gods.
Okay,
Gods. You don't fight gods.
Good.
Cool.
Okay, it's already
Cool,
great.
like plain, like, what's the word? I'm not applicative. Like, hand waving. Just let him tell us what caused the distress call to be fired off.
I've never even met a god. You've what?
Snaps his
You
fingers
see-
in front of the guy. Hello.
Oh, sorry,
okay?
sorry. Yeah. People have been like acting a bit funny around town and going missing.
Missing people.
They keep going on about like the Great One.
Okay, I was
Really?
pleased at first, but now that's veering a bit more towards the other end of the scale.
Well, like, yeah, but could just be some Joe Schmo mind control stuff, you know?
Well, have you not detained anyone who's exhibiting those, ramblings?
Well, like, the problem is they generally can, like, we figured out that they can keep it under wraps if they want to, until, like, it's too late and they just leave. Because we've left cameras around, and people have just gotten out up in the middle of the night and then left.
That's a good idea. Actually, I should warn mine.
It's always confusing
Oh.
in this campaign when several days pass instead of one day taking 16 sessions.
How many Christmases ago was it? Oh god, so many. Versus in this, it's like, yeah, it's been a year, and now it's Christmas, as we do. But yes. Yeah, he's just like, people have been going missing, and they've been talking about the Great One. We'd like some help figuring out why it is that way. But
So has anything new come into this? I mean, it looks like a relatively new town. Is anything like foreign to it been brought in?
Have you been digging too deep?
No. I mean, before we landed, we scanned the planet for life. We found no intelligent life. That, like, no, like.
Other than yourselves, of course.
Well, we weren't on the planet at the time, so I would have been concerned if people were here already.
There's still no intelligent life.
Well, you're here as well, so I guess I can agree with that.
Certainly
Hey,
not.
I was including myself.
But yeah, we're just wondering why people are going missing, to be quite honest.
Sure, we
and-
can look into it.
Cool. All three of you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Many wisdoms.
17.
Jesus
31.
Colt.
Unflappable.
Sunya, Fireball. You must find the Great One, Cthulhu, and worship him.
Who said that? I have his phone
Did-
number.
That's what you think. These are not other thoughts. These are your thoughts. You are thinking these things.
I mean, in that case, I just give him a call.
Do you ring up Cthulhu?
Yeah.
You hear weird noises.
I probably know whatever language it is.
It's just like, hello.
If not, then you got Tongue of the Sun Moon Boy right next to you to translate.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
I've
Why-
been told to
Why are you
find
calling me back?
by
you-
my brain. Are you like trying to take over? Because I know that you were busy with something for followers and stuff. Are you like taking over a new planet or something?
No. Who? Like, distributors don't normally ask this many. It's a bit weird you asking me these questions, but no. Remember, I'm currently subjugating the horror dimension.
Okay.
No time for like planets.
Okay, so just to let you know then, I think someone's pretending to be you to get followers. Don't know if you care.
No.
Okay.
They normally end up, giving me a little bit of that worship anyway.
That makes sense. Okay, well, thank you for answering.
Oh no, thank you. This like mind obliterator is great.
Good. Have a
Colt
nice
hears
day.
that from the other side of the phone, and he's just like, I'm gonna imagine that was one of your evil ones.
Mind obliterate. I think after I like finish on the call, I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure that's what a mayor sold him. So okay, gotta go find the Cthulhu, who apparently isn't Cthulhu, but is.
Well, if people have just been, I mean, actually turns around to the guy with the gun now that that thought occurs. Any of the people who walked out were they ever found, i.e., let's say, maybe not necessarily still up and walking about in like places that they really shouldn't be? No?
No.
Just totally just gone.
Also, name's Jerry, by the way. How
Hey,
you
Jerry. Name's Colt.
Hello,
Cool.
Sonia.
Hello, Sonia. And
I'm Fireball.
Fireball. So, hello.
As you may have been able to tell by my fiery disposition.
Who were you just calling there? Hello?
Cthulhu.
Yeah, Cthulhu. Like the actual one. So yeah, since getting here, I really want to find Cthulhu. So I'm presuming that's probably related.
Colt pats the guy on the shoulder and he goes, "Look, we kind of have some friends in some high places. Just try not to, just try and think of it as we're just try and think of it as we're just ringing some random guy, right? We have some friends in high places, okay?"
I thought Cthulhu was a myth.
No, they're real. They are very much real.
When you get around as much as we do, you tend to find that a lot of stuff that is myth is not myth. Sometimes it's very disappointing.
Who else do you have on speed dial? God.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
Court is like even I have Bahamut's.
What?
Yeah, I think I've got Bahamut's. I've got Ball. There's a few numbers in here I don't recognise putting in. I'm sure they're probably not important.
You guys are weird.
You're full of a town full of people that want to find Cthulhu for some reason.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to stop.
No one wants to find Cthulhu. Also, Fireball and Sonia, you have a vague draw in sort of like to the village. Like you vaguely
I'll
be heading
start heading to the
towards
village.
Court has got one more question for the dude, and then one more thought. He says to the guy, "You said that you set up cameras so you could see you saw the people just walk off, yeah?
Yeah.
Did they all just go in the same direction or just scattered?"
It's hard to tell.
Like wherever you put the cameras, you would have seen the point,
Yeah.
compass point wise, what point of the city they would have left at. Or
They
the general
generally-
vague direction.
They generally headed south.
Is it the direction he's walking? Pointing at Fireball.
Yeah, that's the way.
And did they have the same general countenance that he has?
Yeah, that countenance exactly.
Okay. Because, yeah, I want to go there too. Colt, it's probably fine.
Yeah,
it's not the real Cthulhu, so...
It's not the real one, so everything's fine.
Yeah, whatever it is, you guys are probably going to get drawn to it, and then I'll give it a good old Colt brand ass kicking.
Oh, we can make friends with it. Maybe it's just really lonely.
This is true. Maybe all the people that it took are still there with it. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Fireball is just the obedient mind control. Sonia's the no. They could be a good guy.
No, I'm going there to burn the entire place down.
Ah, okay.
Or maybe that's just the mind control talking.
Yeah, maybe they're into getting burned. Oh yeah,
Maybe.
Fireball, burn me harder.
Ah, what a wonderful thing. So,
What a wonderful time to have ears.
true. I'm so happy that I have ears right now.
Let us go
I'm not.
into a trap.
I mean, Colt's gonna follow them to wherever they're going.
Yeah. And then on a 100, we finally get to this thing occurring. So File. You're like pottering along, having a good old day, and you see that there is a little spike poking out of the ground in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Just a little spike like that.
That's a big spike.
Just a little spike.
Yeah, spiky road.
Yeah. Can I? What does it seem to be made out of? From a distance.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
30.
30, you say.
Yes. It's also what roll 20's showing. So
Fascinating.
I'm not just saying
It's
things.
it's the weirdest coincidence that those two separate things are the same.
Interesting. So, you maybe have read a book about this before. You see, it's a little tiny Tarrasque bike. Presumably, the rest of it is underground.
Oh,
The whole
small,
planet is a Tarrasque.
small baby.
And yes, you found a little Tarrasque just sleeping underground.
Sonia?
Small baby.
Okay, you two
No.
seem to know what that is. What is it?
It's a terrace.
Oh, just like
uh,
Colt's like, my sensei taught me about those. He said to stay away
Yeah.
from them. But I fancy me chances now, though.
This is
they're
a terrace.
harmless.
This is a baby terrace.
Yeah.
They deflect spells, don't they?
Yeah.
They're also very hungry.
Which is why I advise everyone, and I mean everyone, Mind Invader, to stay away from it.
One of my first published books was The Very Hungry Tarrasque.
Yeah, and I don't want to be eaten by things. I thought I might have made that clear by now.
Sonia. Oh, roll me an Arcana check with advantage, actually, then. Since one of your first published books was The Very
Wow,
Hungry Tarrasque.
that was a really bad roll.
Yeah, still a 25. You think that Tarrasque, like, this might be... Like, they said they didn't detect any intelligent life, but you know Tarrasques aren't very smart. Maybe this is the planet where all the Tarrasques are from.
Oh, I've always wanted to visit it. I've only heard it in legends.
Well, my sensei told me that they are just great big destructive monsters that just eat. They can't mind. He never said anything about mind controlling. Also, turns to Jerry. You might want to move your town off world if this whole place is full of these things.
Oh,
my sensei doesn't mess about, and he said to stay away from them.
Jerry's-
I'm fine. You guys and your settlement probably not very fine.
Jerry's like half a kilometer up the road at this point from where you guys are.
Jerry!
You could like yell it.
God damn it! I thought he was coming with me. Like Colt was like going
Oh,
to
I
be,
mean,
chatting with him.
if you want to ask him to follow you, roll me persuasion. See if he'll leave his or pack up his picnic early.
Ah, rip.
He wants to keep eating his delicious picnic, so he's quite far back.
Fair enough. In that case, Colt would make a mental note to tell somebody in the town, you probably want to pack up and leave.
There, you found a tiny baby Tarask. It's currently having a little snooze.
Actually, Colt really look just for a little for a little bit of flavour. Colt like looking at the spike. He's like leaning over to Sonia because she seems like interested in the Turret, hence the book and that. And he's like, "Yeah, my sensei taught me about these things, but there's always one thing about them that scared the hell out of me when I was young." And he was telling me, normally, animals in the wild and stuff, they only develop spikes and spines on their back when they need to use them to defend themselves against a predator. So the question is, what is a predator to one of these things?
Oh wait, you've never heard of the Elder Tarasques?
No.
They're like it makes no sense. They're so big, it's impossible to miss them. No one knows where they are, but they make Tarasques look like babies.
And what, they cannibalize them?
We don't know. We just know that they're above them.
Ah, fair. So
There's a reason
whatever requires them to have the spikes might be something else.
Could be.
Something even scarier. Oh god. The time dragon just goes, "It's me, by the way." No, it
No,
isn't.
no,
Shut.
no. They're like 500 levels below me. No. I eat the thing.
They
that,
try
like,
bless them.
I eat the thing that they're like in fear of as their god. You know, that's where I'm at.
I mean, maybe it's just those living planets.
I've heard in my short time in space, I've heard of mimic moons, but living planets.
Oh, they're horrible.
They sound it. They sound like mimics, but planet-sized.
Sonia, a squirrel flipped you off.
I flipped the squirrel back up.
Squirrels here are very rude.
I like to think, to Colt, it was very casual. It flipped me off, I flipped it off, and we continued with what was happening.
I'll just.
Hence why Colt is just like, that's rude.
I'll continue giving the horn a wide berth and continue on towards the village.
Yeah, Colt is still going to work on his whole, like, fear of what his sensei taught him, and he's like, I still fancy me chances, but just in case, I'm going to go around.
Fair enough. And what does Sonia do?
We'll come back later.
Come back later.
I might want to ask Ra for a favour.
Aha, okay.
Ra made the biggest mistake possible, letting Sonia
What,
know that he knows permanence.
Oh,
So-
in his domain thing, I can't summon the avatar. Can't cast that.
No, but you can get the Tarasque to him.
Using a fume. Or you might be able to do with your plane shifts, because you have a version of you there now.
It is a serious issue with transporting the Tarrasque because of how big it is. Because I think it's too big for Fume's ring.
True.
But yeah. Anyway, you eventually arrive at this village. You come out the village from the north.
It looks like a lovely place.
I'll go specifically to where I'm being told in the village.
Like where you're being told, like where you're being drawn to.
Yeah.
Okay. You are actually drawn to this building here. Oddly enough.
Which one?
This one. This little building right here.
Okay.
Court would like, while trying to keep Fireball in line of sight and keep Sonya in line of sight, will also like see if are there any locals at all?
I mean, maybe
Like, because I've just noticed that it looks like a ghost town, so I'm like,
you
if
would
there's nobody
see
here,
a woman comes out of her house. It's like, oh, neat. People. Wasn't sure we had that many people left in the town.
Do you worship
Hail-
Cthulhu?
Who?
that's a good sign.
The
Pass on the
Great
pass on
One.
the
Do you
pass on the
worship
word.
them?
Pass on, not you. Pass on the words to anyone who's in charge here. You might want to pack up and start leaving. Not only is that whole mental thing happening, but you guys are sitting on top of monsters as well. So
But
you have
like,
you have an infestation effectively. So you might want to leave.
oh god, are you Great One worshippers again? Ugh.
Those two seem to be affected by it. I'm not. I'm observing to
I'll
see what
open
happens.
the door.
People are going missing and they're going in the same direction. So I'm going to see where they go. And if it's something evil, don't you worry. I'm going to give it what for.
And if you
Gives them
if
the-
you
gives
dig
them
down
the
like
conf-
20 feet, there's a Tarrasque.
What's a Tarrasque?
Spiky baby.
Like I said, great big
Oh,
monster.
okay.
It's living on.
No, no,
Like I
no.
said, great
It's a
big monster.
huge.
It's living underground.
You said two
It's
things. You said big monster. You said spiky baby. Which is it?
That's because she likes the monster.
They're really
it's a
cute.
huge monster that can It's a huge monster that can destroy entire cities.
Yeah, but like we didn't find any intelligent life on the planet, so.
You probably won't.
No,
Even if like it can reflect magic, so
Also, they're not
Nothing-
smart. They just eat.
Ah.
They just eat.
it's like a huge cow that can destroy the city.
Well,
It's like a huge cow.
I'll call the head colonist and have him do a scan of the planet to confirm this. We'll look for those sorts of larger
Have them
sites.
adjust for Tarrasque.
Or
Yeah.
adjust for large life forms, like not intelligence, but like if you can adjust for size, just look for anything that's huge or bigger.
We'll try and we'll get a look out for that. We'll adjust our instrument for whatever that is. But what brings you here? Also, Fireball, you were invited inside to discuss some sort of blood sacrifice orgy with this guy.
Whoa,
That
whoa,
must be
whoa,
done
whoa!
in the
Don't leave me out.
The Chosen. Oh yeah, Sonia, you
blood
also want to get in on this blood sacrifice orgy in the name of the Chosen.
If Sonia runs off, then Colt will answer the commoner's question by just saying, "We were called here to help. That's what we're going to do." And then just like hero-wise runs off after his companions.
What if I don't have any blood?
That's fine. I've got blood.
Does your boss offer souls?
I don't know. All I know is we have to perform the ritual.
Do they have souls?
I don't know. He's
I
all
need-
powerful.
Okay, if they can give me souls, specifically 300,000 of them, I'm in.
I mean, hell, Fireball, if they're all powerful, they can just solve the problem.
Yeah,
Probably
they can
all
make my
powerful.
lawsuit go away.
So I'm sure they can, because they're the all-powerful Great One. Your lawsuit doesn't matter anymore. The Great One will know what to do.
True, they can protect you.
What's your name anyway?
My name is irrelevant. All hail the Great One.
Who's the Great One?
Cthulhu.
Okay, Cthulhu.
Well, you should know that. No, not Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
No, it's definitely
No,
Cthulhu because
she told me that he was fake.
well,
Like
it
this
doesn't
version of him
necessarily.
was fake.
I mean, they could have the same name,
No.
I suppose.
No,
How
but it's not
dare
the
you
real
insinuate-
Cthulhu, though, is it?
How dare you insinuate that the Great One is not the Great One? Sound
No,
like
I'm
no,
not
they're
saying he's
definitely
not the Grey
great.
One.
I'm agreeing with
Oh,
I'm
that.
not
good.
saying he's not the Grey One. I'm just saying he's not the Cthulhu.
No,
He's
he
just
is.
another Cthulhu.
He is the Cthulhu.
I
Says
mean,
this guy.
So
I-
first
I
name's
can- I can
the,
call-
surname Cthulhu.
I can put you on the
Maybe.
phone to the Cthulhu.
Well, why would I need to? I'm already in contact with him, or will be soon. As soon as we get
No,
to.
but we
to-
can contact him now. Like, before we do any sacrificial things.
Well, no, we have to do the blood orgy first. We go to him, and then we do the blood orgy.
Okay, sure.
Does this guy look like a commoner?
Yes.
I'm
Can
imagining
I
him
burn
looking
a
like...
third level spell slot to blast him?
No,
And-
you.
we need
One-
him. We need him to show us where we have to go.
Actually, no, you can't. You try to, but then you stop yourself. Because he
Do
is a follower of the Great One, and he could never hurt anyone that you love so much.
Yes, but he said we need to do a blood sacrifice. So I'm
Yeah,
sacrificing
when
his
we
blood.
get there.
Do you mind if I
Also,
bring
would-
my friend along?
Also, wouldn't like burning them to hell? Wouldn't that like make the whole blood sacrifice kind of moot?
Sure,
Not if I leave part of them where there is still blood.
your friend can join us.
Colt,
I'm
you
sure he
come
hasn't-
in. You're allowed to
him-
come along.
Sure, he'll embrace the Great One soon enough.
Oh yeah, he's very embracing, friendly.
Cole gives like a fake smile and nod. Just yeah.
Smile and wave, Cole. Smile and wave.
Just a little smile and little forced smile and nod. He's like, as long as this gets us to wherever we need to go.
Wherever
May-
we need to
It
go.
might
wherever
be
this-
using it might be using this guy, but he's kind of far gone anyway.
Cool. He'll be like, okay, we'll wait until nightfall and then we'll leave. Okay?
Sure.
Do you guys just hang out with this guy until nightfall?
Yeah.
Is he discuss?
Yeah.
This is how we'll sneak out of the village so we don't get spotted by those pesky cameras. Because what if the villagers overpowered us and prevented us from seeing the Great One?
Oh, they probably couldn't.
No, but there are like a lot of them. Maybe 3 or 4 left.
Flat-
And I'm sure
flat-
we
Flashbacks to the episode where we fought like 800 at once.
could not defeat that great a number.
Sure, let's go with that.
I mean, there's
Just
only
Cole's like, just let him think that.
one of them even has a gun.
What?
So
Is that Jerry? He's nice, him.
yeah, Jerry. He would stop us.
That's
So
rude.
Would he now?
we must sneak
Yeah.
away, or he would prevent us from completing the ritual.
It's kind of hard for me to sneak, being made of fire.
But yeah, then you guys can sort of head out. He'll take you like he'll sort of like sneak between these two houses and like go out and around because to try and avoid all the cameras. And he will eventually take you to a little shack. the woods.
Oh, shack in the woods.
A shack in the woods.
Everyone loves shacks in the woods.
True.
Oh god, I know it's got nothing to do with shacks, but that's just giving me flashbacks to the Shia LaBeouf one. You're walking through the forest at night and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you see him. Shia LaBeouf.
True.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
This is the guy you came with, and can fireball and fume drag themselves onto the map.
Nope, but Sonia can.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because Fume's not here, and is unconcerned with her party not being gone for a while. I assume.
Are you trying to talk to Graham?
Hello? Hello?
Your party has not come back for a day. Are you bothered?
I mean, have I noticed? Should I roll perception?
Roll perception. Yeah, I was about to say.
I would have thought Ben and or TQ probably would have been mentioning it. Like, what's taking them Mars? Like, it's just a distress beacon. Usually it just means it's a ship full of dead aliens and free shit.
Or zombies.
No,
I have not noticed.
Zombies.
I go
You
back
have
to the
not-
ring.
you do, because, like, those people are normally, like, it's quite nice, quite quiet, weirdly, and you like it.
Yeah, that's great.
Very serene. There isn't the sound of, like, Sonia saying constantly banging her head into things through portals, and there's no, like, really loud cult training sounds, and Fireball isn't blowing something up. It's a true wonder.
Oh man, this is great. I'm so glad everyone got quiet. Now back to the.
Yeah, they're just, like, being very polite and quiet.
I will mention to Bethany. It's pretty quiet out there.
She is too distracted talking to you about your emotions being back.
It feels good to be able to feel things again.
Cool.
Cut back to the part
so,
we're actually doing
he said-
something and not.
He says, we need to get into this house. There's the door. Fireball.
Court asks the
Sonia.
guy, why, who lives here?
The great one.
How do you know
Fireball
that?
Sonia, you also feel an inexplicable draw to this point.
To
In
which
the
point?
house. You feel an inexplicable draw in this kind of a direction.
When I step onto the wood here, does it set on fire?
It does.
Oh.
Oh, great one!
dude.
Fireball is setting your porch on fire!
Yeah, this is made of wood. It's not going to do well with me stepping on it.
Court thinking to himself, this could be just like some innocent person's house that this guy who's obsessed with this old one is now going to go and harass and like break into the house. The last thing that at the very minimum he can make sure the house doesn't burn down. And Court's like, yeah, buddy, I'll give you a hand, literally, spectral hand, lift him up.
Okay. The porch is still on fire.
I will try to do a thing.
You're gonna try and like stomp it out?
I just
Actually,
create water.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was gonna try and do, but you'll be able to do it without a roll.
Yeah, plus you're trying to concentrate on the hand, and you don't want to accidentally create the water
Yeah.
and drop them.
Yeah, true.
Okay. And then the door. This guy is gonna attempt to pick the lock.
No, just knock. Hello, Mr. Cthulhu.
No, he successfully picks the not very good lock. And you will get access to this section of the house.
Boy, it's so interesting, Colt, that I probably could have done so much to like undo this weird mind control, but it's actually not that bad.
Cole like leans. He's like, at the same time, I know that your mind is a bit more tricky than most others. It's probably a good thing that you have it affecting you right now, and you probably can switch it off later with a bit of willpower, perhaps.
I mean, unless maybe this Cthulhu guy is like all that.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay.
We haven't
Sonia,
found anyone yet.
Sonia, Fireball. You're beckoned to join this guy and commence the blood orgy.
Yay, blood orgy.
You're compelled to begin.
Hello, sir.
As this guy's just like, oh no, oh, not you guys again. So is the don't. As this guy's
Who are
already
you?
taking his clothes off. No. You, Fireball. This is the great one. You would never ask such a foolish question.
Yeah.
As you begin the blood orgy, he's like, "Oh, not more of you weirdos! Just keep showing up to my house. Please leave me
You're right.
alone."
Oh God!
He's just like, could you just like leave or?
But we must perform the blood orgy with you.
Yeah, Colt, you can see Sonia just like slowly taking the clothes off. It's like, so what you're saying is, you have some sort of like aura, and like people are attracted to you, and you don't want this. As she's like taking off the coat.
A spectral arm comes out of Colt's shoulder and tries to just clasp the top of whatever Sonia's wearing to try and hold it in place. And another spectral arm comes out and grabs the guy and tries to just pacify him, apply a bit of pressure to his neck to not conscious a little bit.
Oh, Colt, he
Sonia.
dropped his pants so fast.
Sonia, you will do everything in your power to try and go ahead with this ritual. Everything in your
Fireball
power.
starts vibrating.
Yep.
Yep.
You will all
Okay.
all three of you will attempt to do literally everything in your power to not be stopped by Colt.
So just like, don't
as
worry,
this
Colt, I
guy-
got this.
As this guy's just like, yeah. I mean, you seem a little more lucid than the other ones, but you're still doing weird stuff. I have a weird condition where I'll spontaneously generate cults, and they always want to do weird shit, and I just want to be left alone.
I do have a solution to this.
And I kind of look like a squid, so a lot of them think I'm Cthulhu.
See, I told you, this guy is like a second person. They're still pretty cool, obviously.
No. Sonia, you are convinced that this is Cthulhu. 100%. Your rational mind is telling you this, but some weird baser voice is saying, no, this is the Great One, and I must commence this ritual.
God damn it! I can't juggle this many people at once, and Squid guy, just let this happen.
No.
I'm not
I'll
worshipping you.
Yeah.
I don't think you're the
I'll
great
jump-
one. So just let me try to help.
I'll jump from Colt onto the squid guy.
No, Colt's trying to hold on. Yeah, you can make it. Colt's actively going to try and hold on.
Okay, hang on. You were here. Make a opposed athletics to cool. Or acrobatics.
You're squirming.
Yeah, and he's just like,
I got to get to the Great One.
oh god. He pulls
Oh,
his
yeah.
clothes on, or his like
The
his
Great One's
PJs.
invited me to a blood orgy. I got
he
the
does-
blood
he's
orgy.
like-
Sonia
again.
takes out a book. Okay, step 1 to an orgy. Removing clothes. Good. Step 1, tick.
He's gonna try and like dart. He's gonna try and dart past Sonia. Sonia,
it-
you can't let the Great One leave.
No,
Is
wait,
there-
I'm only up to step 1.
Is there like a window or something in here, or like a?
There is, but he's just running past Sonia through the door, and he's gonna hide in the sheds and close the door behind him.
Wait.
Does it? Colt goes out, puts Fireball on the floor. Is there like a door lock on the door?
The door is locked from the inside.
Great One, orgy
Yeah,
me.
yeah, but-
Orgy me, Great One.
Yeah, but is it like a padlock, or is it like one of them normal ones that are in the door?
There is a padlock, but it is again locked from the inside. You can see the padlock from the outside through like the crack in the door. He's like, oh god.
Also,
Is
there's
it
a
made of wood as well?
so there's a narrow crack.
Yeah.
Okay,
And he's just like,
Joseph,
please leave me alone.
I'm gonna do something real stupid that'll be real funny if it super backfires.
Mhm.
Sonia will vanish for a second and then reappear with the other her and being like, okay, you're probably of mind. You write down and make sure you note everything. Now the problem is that she's gonna make that save.
Make a wisdom save, other Sonia. Oh god.
See, in character it makes sense. Out of character, uh-oh. 10, nice.
Oh no!
Right, no.
Other-
You write down and watch
Sonia-
me.
Other Sonia stuff. Being like, oh, the Great One. He must be pleased. While Cthulhu is sitting in there like, oh god, please leave me alone.
Oh shit.
No more of you
Okay.
weirdo.
Vanishes again. Comes back a minute later. Oh wait, I don't have this character sheet. Where's my precious son?
Oh, the dinosaur, right.
Someone needs
yeah.
to document this. Just like
Colt's not-
slowly bringing everyone.
Discovery will now attempt to make the save. It is a wisdom save.
I wish I rolled
Discovery's
really
not-
high on my portent, but no.
Hey,
Oh,
That's an 11.
I
Discovery
did roll
also-
really high. Shame that.
Discovery also worships the Great One.
Court's looking for
Oh.
any like narrow slats or cracks in the door because he can like step with the wind, turn into lightning, and zap through them.
At this point, Fume, you're gonna get a message from Ben saying, "Hey, everyone's just sort of going missing. Do you know anything about that?"
Like, comes up from making out with Bethany to be like, what? No, I've not heard about anything about leaving.
Oh god, suddenly naked Sonia appears on the ship, goes to a mayor, and walks back and vanishes again, clearly holding a camera. It's like, fine, if we guess back, if we can't have anyone specifically do it, I'll set this camera up.
Oh god. Wait, do you ask her, May?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, she'd come and film whatever's going
Oh,
on.
even
here.
better.
That's it.
It was like, Amaya, I
Yeah.
need recording equipment. It's like, I could come. What do you need? So Amaya's apparently coming.
Let's see if she can pass this save. Oh, I can't wait for this to. Oh, man, I thought this was gonna be a tiny, like, weird little side event.
It's so good
all
that
of you
Colt's
failed the save.
fine. It's so good.
But yeah, that message from Ben will have Bethany and Fume out, like, looking around the ship for where the hell people could have gone.
They are all not here. You can sort of follow their tracks. Roll survival if you wish to. And I'll roll Bethany's in a moment. I just need to roll a mayor's wisdom save first.
I'm really glad that Bethany also is here with survival. Can I just help Bethany with survival?
Yep. Also, a mayor arrives and immediately also is like, "Damn, I worship the Great One."
Okay,
Hmm.
fine. Give me the camera.
Wait, no.
I'll set it up.
I'll tell a Cheezoid in. The Cheezoid will record.
Cheese, Cthulhu, cheese.
Also, I have cameras in my armor as well, but that's besides the point. I want the Cheezoid to do it.
Yeah, it's good to
Much
have
better angle then.
Yeah, better angles.
She'll step out of her armor actually, so that her armor can just sit there and record. Cool. And then Bethany needs to roll a wisdom save to try and save Colt.
Colt, how are
from
things
the-
going?
It's
What does Bethany have to roll a wisdom save for? She's not rolling survival.
Bethany's rolling survival to
Yeah.
try and find you guys, and once you get close enough, a wisdom save. If they get close enough, because they might go in the wrong direction. But I don't know how good Bethany's wisdom is. This is quickly turned into a very like potentially TPK event where at the end you all just kill yourselves, which is going to be very odd.
So,
Or,
how did your party
or-
TPK? Well, it started with an orgy.
Or it'll end with Colt reluctantly drawing from the deck of many things. He's like, I'll
Yeah.
get that moon card eventually. Or
Okay,
fate.
Bethany is capable of finding the direction to go in. That's a save, actually, not a check. Hang on.
Just-
Let's see.
Just go with it. Like,
She is still capable of finding the direction to go in.
I'm like-
Now,
I'm like, well done, honey. You're great at this.
both of you make a wisdom save
Oh, I wish I would.
once you get.
What kind of effect is this? Because I have advantage
Eldritch.
against certain kinds of like charms.
Eldritch mental domination.
Ooh.
Is it a charm?
No?
Sounds like a charm.
Bethany's fine. You are not.
Man, Bethany, have you tried a blood orgy before?
Bethany's like, no?
They're really like, I don't know why, but the son you're shouting about blood orgies is just really enticing right now.
Come on.
Should go back to the ship.
I've just noticed that not including Fireball, it's all of our female characters that have failed this.
No,
True,
no.
that's just-
that's just the
Discovery,
way-
just-
Discovery is male.
Oh, I thought
Bethany just
Discovery
passed.
was female.
Actually, I thought Discovery was a female dinosaur. I'm pretty sure Discovery's a
No,
female
no,
dinosaur.
Because if you remember when he was introduced, my special little boy was a good boy.
Oh yeah, true.
Right,
Discovery's a
fair
male
enough.
dinosaur. Also,
okay.
this
Can I
random
try-
commoner.
Yeah.
Can
Who's
I
just
try and
dropped his
burn a hole
pants?
in the-
Yeah,
So,
I'm not like counting the commoner.
Can I try and
I am
burn a
I am
hole in
really
the
easy to
shed?
drag away from a thing because I am weak as shit.
Yeah, Bethany with her super strength is going to attempt to put you back on the ship.
Can I try and burn a hole in the shed to get to the tank?
And she's just gonna tell Ben, don't let Fume commit to any blood orgies. And don't let her off the ship. And then she's
Okay,
gonna leave.
Can I try and yeah, can I try and burn a hole in the side of the shed to try and get in to do blood orgy?
You have to get out
Uh,
Colt's hand first.
Didn't
Yeah,
you put
you
this down
put-
before?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Actually,
sorry.
I said when I walked out of the building, I thought can't juggle him and everyone else. Put him on the
Sure,
floor.
roll a fire touch attack against the wall of the shed.
23.
Roll damage. You just
34.
like you burn a hole in this shed. You can
Blood
That
orgy.
can,
whichever-
that can never not be terrifying.
Blood orgy. No.
He's hidden. He's hid one of the smaller compartments of the shed. You get a feeling that he's really close though.
Blood
Colt has a
orgy.
brain. Colt has a
Blood orgy.
brainwave, but I think I know what the answer to this is going to be. But he's going to try it anyway. Colt's going to get Lizzie out.
Him smelling Oh, you get Lizzie out? Okay. You're all still compelled.
Blood
see- you
orgy.
He sees everyone is still freaking out about blood orgies, and he's like, "Last thing I need is the anti-magic lizard doing the same thing." Clasps it up.
Oh yeah, that reminds. Hang on, I gotta roll the lizards save. Of course. Oh, the lizards. The lizard, like, you go put it away and it'll try and jump out of your hand.
Can I try and
Yeah, as you watch as Colt, you see Mr. Cthulhu booking it out of the back of the shed.
Right,
He's escaping.
Colt's not asking. No, Colt's not asking anymore because he's way too fast for this guy to outrun him.
Oh yeah,
Can he roll?
100%.
Can he roll athletics
Yes, of
or
course.
acrobatics?
The almighty Cthulhu. He doesn't have proficiency in either. Oh damn, that's actually good at meets it beats it. Hey, he slips out of your grip and is like, "Aha! I've got to get out of here. What if those maniacs are gonna do to me?"
Tries again because Colt's just like, "I'm trying to help you get out of this situation."
I'm just in the ship behind a locked door, just being like, "No, let me to the blood orgy."
Teleport.
Ben's like,
Teleports behind
the
you. Nanny?
and it's just like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, attempt number 2, a 7. Can you ever defeat such a high number with his +0?
Right. The old
Given-
chestnut that I've been saying that the combination I've been using the past like few sessions is step of the wind to turn into lightning, and anything that I'm holding also turns into lightning plus fly speed, and just the guy will see that Colt is trying to get him away from them way faster than he can on his own, even carrying Squidward. Colt's still faster.
It's just like,
He's obviously going to freak out about the fact of that was as fast as lightning. I blinked and now I'm miles away. But Colt is like, "You're welcome. We've bought some time,
he is shaken up, but is like, thank you so much.
and I can
I
keep
just-
doing that all day. But we do still need to find out why the bloody hell is happening. Anti-magic didn't even work."
Oh, it's like I've had a weird power my entire life that generates cults around me, and they're all different every time. Some of them are just like murder ones, some of them are weird ones, like your friends. Ugh, those are the disturbing ones. But people just show up to my house and do this shit to me, and I hate it.
What happens
I
to them after that, though?
Oh, well, it usually ends in some form of ritual sacrifice, which takes months to clean up and is very scarring.
I can not imagine, but yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
It's literally
so...
been happening your whole bleeding life, and you haven't sussed anything out about it.
Well, I haven't figured it... Look, trust me, dude. If I'd figured stuff out about this, it wouldn't be happening anymore. Like, the best I can tell is it has some sort of proximity-related thing. So I tried to live as far away from civilization as possible at all times. But
And then these people started moving in.
Yeah, well, like, I came to what I thought would be a desert planet, and then they built a village nearby. So I started packing my bags, but I'm not, like... I don't have infinite money, so I can't just pack up and leave immediately. I'm saving to, but yeah.
This is fair.
Because
Any idea why these, like, the whole idea of them thinking that you're Cthulhu got nothing to do with your appearance, mate? Because they've been thinking that way before they even saw your face.
Oh, like, no, sometimes they get, like, weird visions of me in their sleep and stuff.
So you said it was a thought, not a vision.
Yeah, it just depends. It's different for a bunch of them. It's really hard to pin down, but I'm just sort of a dude. My parents were just normal people. It's nothing like to do with my bloodline. As far as I can tell.
Okay,
I was born weird. Like I'm a human, a normal human apparently.
You look like a mind flayer to me, mate, but sure. I'm just gonna accept that.
Look, I had a normal human mum and dad, and they gave birth to me, and I look like this. It was very weird. You know, You're not the only one who was confused by this.
What was their background like?
They were both farmers.
You don't have
Like,
any heirlooms or anything, do you?
no weird cursed items. I don't even have anything from like my childhood anymore. Like, I've moved to different star systems. I've looked into Eldritch textbooks and stuff. Nothing. I've spent my whole life trying to figure this out. As best I can tell, like the closest thing is maybe an eldritch being was present while, I was either born or conceived or some time in the middle. But I don't know. Maybe it's a weird curse, but I tried having people remove the curse, but that didn't work.
Yeah,
But,
it's
so I don't think it's a curse, and it doesn't seem to be magic-y.
and it's kind of difficult when everyone who, or not everyone, but a lot of people who you try to approach about this sort of thing probably just ganks themselves.
Well, yeah, this is the other problem. Like, I can't go to any of the big research facilities because I tried going there once, and what happened was a bunch of the scientists became cultists and broke into my room and did weird stuff and then killed themselves. What are you trying to handle, Sonia?
Oh, come on, you know what?
I'm genuinely confused
There is a
about
puppy.
what you are.
I need something to get me a large distance. I am animal handling the giant puppy.
Yeah, animal handling a Tarrasque.
Are you animal handling the Tarrasque?
Colt is piggybacking the Squidward guy and he's
Okay.
just sprinting. He's like full tilt while he's talking to
Yeah,
the guy, by the way.
this is specifically why Sunya's doing it. Magic isn't going to work because you're just going to keep running away, so he needs something that can go fast. Big thing can move over a big distance and chase you.
What's the movement speed of a baby Tarrasque?
I mean, it's not massive, but
Is it 150?
The
Look.
Tarrasque will, like, you wake the Tarrasque.
I gently wake it up.
Uh,
I feed it a delicious rock.
uh-huh. It eats it quite happily. It takes a liking to you. It rolls a wisdom save. The Tarrasque lets you all hop on its back. Yeah, the Tarrasque's on the same team now. Okay, cool.
Colt feels the shaking in the earth, and just because he knows Sonya, he puts two and two together, and he goes, "Oh no,
Cool.
No,
You
dear
feel
God,
that.
no!
And he and like Cthulhu is facing the other direction, and you just see his jaw drop behind the tentacles, and you turn around and you see a mare, two Sonyas, a dinosaur, a commoner, a mare's suit, and Fireball, all
Cheezoid.
riding, and a Cheezoid.
Oh yes, can't forget
all
Cheezoids.
riding on. Oh god, this map might not be big enough for a boy. Nope. Bit.
Oh, pet.
I need a. Hang on, I can slide him. There's a boy. We're gonna need a bigger map.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is this one big enough? I feel like this one might be.
Colt has the brainwave of, again, like I said, he's got the guy piggybacking while he's talking to him and he's running. But then the guy's like, "Oh my god!" Colt looks over his shoulder, sees what you just described, and Colt is like, "Hold on, Squidward, it's gonna get a bit bumpy," and uses his fly speed to just skyrocket into the air.
Okay, I'm almost ready to go over to a new map that accurately displays the situation at hand. So, Copy.
This is what happens when I roll 100.
Paste all of you onto the map. Move the player view over to the new map. Okay, so we've got to put the little colt there. These boys and girls are all sitting on the back of their terrace. There we go. It's just about big enough. Colt and Cthulhu are further away, but they are just running from the big boy.
Well, again, like I said, as soon as Colt realizes, oh no, she's unleashed that thing, Colt uses his fly speed to just tell the squid guy, hold on, I'm going to hold on to you, but this is going to get a bit worse, and then just shoots like straight up.
Oh, okay.
He's like, Sensei always taught me they can't fly. Into the air.
They're trying to be as close as possible to you, and a mayor has a bright idea.
I mean,
No.
there's a million ways we could make it fly.
A mayor's gonna press a button, and from the ship, we're gonna get a bunch of these little boys. And they're gonna lift it up.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but can they keep up with Colt's like 70 movement with a grapple? With
They
carrying
don't
somebody?
They don't need to. They just need to keep following you. Because they can track you to the ends of the earth. Alright, go. As you observe as the Tarrasque ascends.
Arms outstretched.
A dream of the Tarrasques has been fulfilled. Truly, Cthulhu is the greatest of us all.
Well, Colt's like going to be able to put distance between them. So he's going to try getting as much distance to the point where he can't see them anymore. Like glancing over his shoulder. So he's bought himself a couple of seconds.
Oh, that reminds me. No, are you heading towards the ship or away from it?
Perpendicular. Off to the
Okay.
side.
Right.
So neither.
Got it.
Eventually,
I just need to know if-
Technically away.
Okay.
But he's gonna like get distance to the point where you can't see them anymore. Let the guy land. Let the guy down. And Colt goes. Colt goes. I have another idea. I can't guarantee it's going to be pleasant. Might not even really still exist, but better than being chased by that, wouldn't you agree?
Looks
he
back,
goes-
sees a Tarrasque flapping its arms in the air.
with jet engines going beneath it and a
Yeah.
party top. He's like, almost anything is like, I've had weird shit happen to me. That's a first.
Okay,
Just
I have this thing. It's probably not going to be pleasant, but I'm only going to put you in there for like a couple of minutes, okay? It's like a tiny cupboard that's portable. Zap.
Okay.
He just opens the door. He won't push the guy in. He just opens the door, that little control
Sure.
thing that Amir gave him. He opens it and he's
He'll-
like, I'm not going to force you though. So, it's up to you.
He'll be like, okay, I guess I'll get in there. Oh, it's very tentacly in here.
I mean, so are
Ugh.
you. So are you. But I'm not wrong.
That's so mean. Wow, dude.
I mean, I was trying to use it in a sort of, okay, maybe you're not familiar with it, but you're not
Look,
used to it 'cause face.
Would you like to crawl into a cupboard made of skin and
This is
human
true.
arms?
This is
It's
true.
very
maybe,
weird.
This is true, but maybe an argument for later. It's either tentacle covered or Tarrasque covered in horny people.
He gets in the cupboard. He's like,
The door.
Doesn't
I
even
don't-
need to think twice.
yeah, I don't want any what's going on over there.
So shuts the door. don't know what's going to happen to them. But then Colt, now not having to worry about the proximity of the Eldritch thing, flies up and starts heading towards the ship.
You all.
I am not
are
equipped to
hit
deal
with-
with this myself.
You are all hit with a wave of. You still want to do it, but you don't know where Cthulhu is anymore.
And you just see a lightning bolt arc across the sky, just thump, like really quickly.
Yeah.
Follow Colt.
There's. Okay. This flies over to the ship. Wherever the fuck this is.
Ben's just like sitting at his console, and then he's just like beep, beep, beep.
Oh god,
beep,
something's
beep, beep,
coming
beep,
in
beep,
and
beep.
it's massive.
Oh my god, it's still getting bigger.
And he,
Beep,
oh
beep,
god,
beep, 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 beep. Red alert.
the ship starts spooling up to take off, and he's like, "Oh no, I've got to stay for the others." Well, and then
Yeah, but Colt
okay.
would get there first because he's dashing. So
Yeah,
Colt would
hang on, I'll try.
Colt would land, run into the ship, see the engine spoons, like it's probably not a bad idea to get into orbit temporarily.
That's the plan. Also, a bunch of Amer drones have launched. Also, why is Fume like that?
I'll tell
And you
I'll
just
tell you
see-
once we're at safety.
you just see Fume. Actually, what would Fume be doing now? You still are compelled, but you no longer have a direction to go in. What's Fume doing? Graham?
Oh
Hello?
no, Fume has escaped.
He has.
The door is just like it's been melted from like heat.
Yeah.
She's used the black fire to get through it. It's like, oh no,
Uh,
Fume has escaped.
And he's just like, okay, well, getting into orbit. And then it's hot on your heels as soon as and you've like just taken off, and you feel something grab the outer hull of the ship. And he's like, oh no.
It's
Oh, no.
it's a Tarask, by the way. I assume you know what one of those are.
I don't like that we're in military.
It's
Me neither.
But Tarask's not bad. But where's everyone else? Oh, they're riding on
They're-
its back. Oh, okay,
they're on
that's
its
much
back.
worse.
Okay, okay. Speaker on the outside of the ship. What do you guys want?
Cthulhu man
He's not here.
lies.
He's not. I made him go somewhere else.
Where?
I don't know the answer to that, so I can't answer.
You hear
I
some
li-
banging from behind you. Let
So-
me out.
so-
I want the blood
so-
orgy.
And Sonia, you know how not smart I am. You know that's true.
Fume, did you leave for a second?
I have been letting the dog out. The dog is still currently out, so I need.
Right. So what you missed was, Colt has put Cthulhu in a weird demiplane thing that Amer gave him, and so all of the people who are compelled are still compelled, but no longer know where Cthulhu is. Also, Colt has just shown up at the ship, and the ship has taken off a bit, but the Tarask has grabbed it.
Cool.
How does Fume do in this situation?
Fume is still unfortunately locked in the room, like trying to get out to get at whoever took Cthulhu monster from us.
Got it. So Colt.
Because he's the
Yes.
only one who's managed to resist this.
I've almost killed him before with my black flames.
Oh god. But yes, Ben's just like, I don't know what to do here, man.
The orange and the black flames combined in their hatred of Colt right now.
In which case, since we're not going anywhere, Colt will try to explain to Ben what, and also to any of the Amer clones, and literally also isn't there like a copy discovery as well?
Yeah, there is Robo Discovery.
Because he's
And
like,
the Amer
you be
clones.
the smart people.
There's
What will
also
cause something this fanatical? It's
There's
also
also-
not magic.
There's
He
also
tried.
robot. There's also robot male Sunya, who is Discovery's dad.
Mm. Also, Tokyo, he has like a massive database of like random stuff, i.e., Arcana proficiency.
Yeah. Also Ben himself, and all
Yeah.
of the think tank coming together come to the conclusion. Uh, it's probably some weird eldritch stuff. Um, we've encountered weird eldritch stuff before, and you dealt with it. Remember? You punched it with a bear. So
Yeah, but that was
punch it with
eggs.
a punch it with a bear.
Yeah, cold.
I mean, I have bear cloak. You mean put the like if I put bear cloak on the sauce?
Yeah, that might work.
Okay. Remote
Just
control thingy.
spitballing idea. All,
I mean,
all of you suddenly have a direction. You know where Cthulhu is. Get him.
remote
Let
control
me-
thingy.
Let me orgy him.
Actually, no. Cloak would turn since the bear cloak is sentient. Cloak would turn to that before he lets the guy out, and he's like, "Do you think this is like, your scenario?"
The
He's
bear
looking for
is
he's looking for like a thumbs up or a thumbs down from the bear cloak.
the bear cloak communes with you the idea that it is opposed to all eldritch things in nature and can defeat any of them. Theoretically. Like,
Press.
some eldritch things are stronger than others. Sure.
Press lets the guy out and says to the guy, "No time to explain. Just put my cloak on." And
He's
puts the
like,
cloak on him.
Okay. All of you, your urge to blood orgy suddenly fades.
Thank God it was just as I had the thought in my head of if I cast time stop right now, it really fucks everyone but me.
It's a good thing caught the speedy boy.
Uh,
I like the idea. I'm just thinking like Sonya was mid cast, like mid like incantation and somatic component, and then goes, just like stops.
and he's like, are you guys still weird? We'll ask
I mean,
Cthulhu.
be more specific.
Like,
mean,
in a cult for me.
Ah, no.
Since the Squidward guy's like, doesn't look like they're chasing us anymore. I take that as a win.
He's like, I've been searching for this all my life. Okay.
Just so that you know,
Now,
because that bear cloak on you is anti-eldritch and it's sentient.
thank you, Mr. Bear. Now, do I have to wear? Here's the real question: do I have to wear this cloak the rest of my life?
That was going to be my next question because I'm not sure if the bears will let me have another one of these.
He takes the cloak off, and all of you, all of the previous people who had a compulsion to be in this cult of Cthulhu, your compulsions return.
So it's not
He's
even
like,
like it's a new new wisdom check. It's just like, no, you are now all recompelled.
Yes.
I
he's
want.
like,
Cold pulls it back onto him.
I want
hang
a
on.
blood orgy.
Confirm first. He just goes, "How do you feel now?"
Orgy.
Blood
Oh,
orgy.
pulls bear thing on himself.
Not orgy. Orgy. Not orgy. Orgy.
At least we found a solution, but I'm not
can
sure if the
you,
bears
like-
will. Yeah.
Where do the bears come from? Maybe I can go live with the bears.
Now that's the question I'd like to know the answer to, but I haven't been. The last time I saw them, it was in a vision, and then I got this.
Do you have any way of like finding things? Like bears? Maybe Google knows the answer and he pulls out his phone. Where
It just brings up like National Geographic bears.
God damn it, these are normal bears.
Yeah, not anti-eldritch ones.
No, don't Google D&D bears. You'll get footage of Asterion getting fucked by a bear.
Court would like be up front with the guy, and he's just like, "Look, the only times I've ever been able to like see these things have been during really traumatic times involving eldritch forces that we can't fight, and I'd rather
Egg.
not intentionally
Egg.
put my no. The PTSD starts creeping back in. I'd rather not put all of us in that situation just for the purposes of trying to reach these.
Egg. 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 Egg.
Says to Bear Cloak, are you able to like relay to the rest of you guys that we need more of you down here?
The bear will go, I got you, homie. And another bear appears next to you, and will morph into a cloak that will wrap itself around this guy, and then the other cloak will slide off him and go back onto Cold.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
explain to the bears. Thanks, guys. This guy has a lot of like some sort of like eldritch horror aura about him. Makes people kill themselves around him.
He will thank the bears profusely before thanking Colt very profusely as well, and also Ben for the spaceship.
Hey, we're not giving you the spaceship. You can go home.
Well, no, he doesn't want the spaceship. He's just like, for the whole spaceship to defend me against a Tarask.
Also piggybacking him across a quarter of the planet.
Yeah, that was very nice.
You got a free flight.
And then he's like, I guess I can just go live in my house now. Nice.
By the looks of it.
Can't wait to just put down some roots and have a nice life.
Quarter's like got his fingers crossed. Like, I really hope that's the case. God damn it.
And then he'll head off, and he'll like double check just to make sure you guys aren't feeling culty.
Looks back outside. The Trust just nomming on the ship a little bit.
And he's like,
still Babby Tarask. It's still Babby Tarask, so it doesn't exactly have like the razor sharp spines of teeth that it should do.
Oh, it's a full Tarask. It's just your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, how do we transport this now?
You didn't. Well, like, a mare had about 100 drones fly underneath it and all jet booster it up.
Exactly, that's my point, is that it's like, ordinarily I'd say you can keep your pets, but I think this is a bit much.
Oh yeah, transporting it around will be difficult if you want to take it off planet. That's for you guys to solve.
I'm sure if Sonia is really motivated and really wants a pet to ask, I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Looks back at Colt nodding aggressively.
And
also puts like drapes Sonia's clothes over herself.
What?
And
I wondered why it was cold.
And
plunks your hat back on your head.
Mare looks disappointed. I wanted to know more for science. This is sad. God, now I won't be able to finish that chapter of my book. Ugh, useless. I've only had to die for it. That's like nothing. This is my 15th life.
Quartz is gonna ignore her.
Back to the research. And Discovery will look confused. And this commoner dude will be like, oh, thank you for saving me. That was horrible.
You're welcome, now put some pants on.
He does pull his pants back up.
Looking very embarrassed, I assume.
Yeah, and then he'll carefully slide down the terrace and run away in terror.
And you can tell the townspeople there's still a Tarask problem. But the
looks at the town that was on top of the terrace. It's like, oh, there is no town.
Oh shit. Well, you said there was about 3 of them left. I'm sure they're fine.
I'm gonna go to the spaceport and say, let's not colonize this planet.
Say bye, Terry.
And then you'll take a picture of the Tarask for verification, and then leave.
Hell, when else are you gonna get a picture of a Tarask other than when you're about to be eaten?
No, I just wanted it as proof to show the colonists, hey, this planet is full of this stuff.
And then they're like, is that a person sitting on its forehead?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the lady that tamed it.
It's just okay. What do you do now? You did it. You solved the problem.
I don't like the way you said that.
Dumb question. You guys were like, what are we doing about the
If we were answering a distress beacon, but it was like, okay, that's essentially what this was.
Yes. You showed
Do you
up
really-
and you solved a problem.
Do you think Tarrasques sell for any money?
Maybe
Yes!
Sonia
maybe
hisses
black-
at you. You leave my
Yeah.
Terry alone.
Yeah, Colt
I'm
agrees
just
with Sonia
saying,
on
you've
that.
got a fireball that really is in requirement of some monetary assistance.
I'd rather sell Fireball.
Ben
I mean,
will.
the
Ben will
other
say-
option is that we drop that Tarrasque on the people who are trying to sue Fireball.
Or we can go the heroic route and just, do some bounties for some evildoers.
Or we
Bounties
can
on
drop the
evildoers,
Tarrasque on the
beat them
people
up,
that are
capture
suing
them,
him.
hand them in, and get the money.
Also,
Or sell an innocent creature that isn't even intelligent enough to know why it's being sold.
Or we destroy all of the people that are suing him, and then he no longer has to pay any money.
also
Wouldn't
Ben
that
is
just
like,
make more people come after us?
nice. We got a reward for answering that distress beacon. That's cool.
See?
What
That's
was
the mentality I'm talking about.
what was the reward?
Well, for sorting out why colonists are going missing, we got like 10,000 credits.
Mhm.
And then for figuring out okay, are we handing over the research that this planet is populated by Tarrasques?
Yeah.
Because that could net us some serious money.
But not
What, just
Terry.
But it will
just
probably
telling people that this is full of Tarrasques?
Yeah, it will probably mean like researchers will come here and try and figure stuff out about Tarrasques. Whether that'll all be entirely good research is.
I mean,
eh?
the thing is, that other guy's gonna piss off and probably tell a load of people anyways.
It's
True.
true.
So if we get
We'll
in quickly,
Sell it first.
yeah.
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 Bam. I will talk to my contacts in the scientific community, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and in a month's time, we'll check on the planet, and if the bad guys, we'll kill them.
Yeah.
If
Now, what
bad
are we
guys
gonna
have-
do about Terry? He's kind of drooling on the weapon systems.
Terry?
The
Oh,
Tarrasque.
the Tarrasque.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonia,
Oh,
can you
we-
make him let go first?
I can ask. I can't make him.
What do you do, Sonia?
I point at a delicious-looking mountain.
Terry throws the spaceship on the ground and then runs over the mountain and starts eating it.
I stroke his nose.
So, Fireball, how do you feel about dropping a Tarrasque on your enemies?
Again,
It would-
I
I
think
think
that
it's-
dropping a Tarrasque on the people suing him will only bring more people after us.
If they survive a Tarrasque.
Exactly.
No, I mean
Now
people
you're
who
thinking
know
with
that-
Tarrasques.
Now you're thinking with Tarrasque.
Like they have to survive and tell people that we did it to get more people after us.
Yeah, seems like a... Like, how many Tarrasques do you think there are on the planet?
Ben will say, I mean, I've just from a quick scan, thousands?
Hmm. How many
Hundreds
think
of
do we-
thousands? Maybe?
Can you plane shift Tarrasques?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah?
Can we teleport Tarrasques?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're
So yeah,
if you're suggesting teleport Tarrasques to all of their headquarters,
yeah.
could be done.
Seems a tad evil.
Yeah.
Very evil indeed, and very
Uh-huh.
exploitative of the wildlife.
I mean, we're just rehoming these Tarrasques on new fertile planets so that they don't overpopulate this one.
Also, not forgetting that Fireball is the bad guy in this situation.
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm not suggesting that we do it. I'm just
oh no,
saying-
I'm suggesting for you.
look. I
Don't worry,
prefer
Fume's
way-
got your evil back. Oh, I
I mean, I prefer ways that are less evil.
Oh, why would you prefer less evil ways? Aren't you the bad guy?
No.
Oh, evil.
Not that they know that I'm.
You don't know they're evil. Yeah, they don't know you're evil, but you are evil.
But I mean,
This
Yeah.
does seem like a good plan to you. You can choose to, like, do whatever you want because, you're a PC. But does sound like a good plan. But
Yes,
if you
but-
want to maintain
Well,
your
co-
facade, you can say, "Oh no, not evil."
Colt is saying that he's getting like massively outnumbered and like outgunned in this argument, so Colt will just leave you with one final argument of, you can do what you want, Fireball, but I'm telling you, this is going to come back to bite you way worse than what you're already at. And then just leaves.
that's a future Fireball problem. Fireball right now wants the instant gratification of like dropping a bunch of Tarrasques on his enemies and seeing what happens, right? Right?
Look, I have other ways of making this problem go away.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to.
Why does no one ever just like think with Tarrasques? Think about all the power we could have. Like, think about how cool it would be to like drop the ship Tarrasques into planets, riding on the back of your Tarrasque cavalry.
Okay, one second, Graham. I need to take you into the another chat for a second.
Yeah.
Into secrets.
Hmm.
Okay, so how do I figure out how to get Tarrasque to Raw to shrink them down a bit?
You can't plane shift inside of a genie's pocket dimension thing, can you?
Also, there's not enough space.
How do schools of Tarrasque work? Does the Tarrasque need to exist already, or does it summon a random one from whatever's closest?
We don't really know.
Fair.
I think that the Scroll of Tarrasque is basically just the closest one, but it's impossible to know because we don't even know if there's more than one on Toril.
Turns out there's just 1,000 of them in Ra's dimension. They just know better than to go near them. And you're like, Terry, and it's like Ra, and it's like, that's not Terry, shit.
No, I'd know Terry. We've got a deep bond. We've known each other for so long.
10 minutes. Oh.
This is what
How to
Joseph
plane
wanted.
The problem is that it's really freaking hard because you can't just plane shift into Ra's domain.
I mean, I know
I mean,
a way
it might be
around
different.
it.
It might be different if we do Ra's subquest to like take down those two gods that sealed him away, because then he might be able to come to us.
Also, now that I think
But
about it,
but that's the long game.
yeah, doesn't his magic stuff revert anyways when you leave? So
That's my point. Is if we
Yeah.
do his side quest to maybe, if that's the way Joe's playing it, to free him. If that's what it does, then he might be able to come to us in the same way that a cleric using divine intervention brings their god to them. Might be a similar sort of gig. In which case, yeah, then we could totally just say, "Hey, Rock, can you do this to this Tarask?" But otherwise, no, I think it's a bit watertight. Just
So-
because we can't get it into Fume's thing or anything that Court has access to.
So tie a rope to the ship, tie a rope to Terry.
Aren't we towing something anyway?
Yeah, but it's only a small fireball ship.
Yeah, I see that I've lost this argument and I storm off.
Although, actually, Sonia, roll perception.
Perception.
You see fields and fields and fields of little spikes poking out of the ground from up here.
Wow.
Probably a bunch of Tarasks.
But
Like entire valleys
Oh,
and
no,
mountain
I've-
ranges.
Actually, I might have just thought of how you might be able to do it,
Mhm.
Andrew.
hmm
The same way you did Discovery. Because Discovery was a full-size T-Rex.
Bring the Tarask.
And awaken the Tarask.
yeah,
Are you gonna shrink and awaken the Tarask?
that is
Are
that's,
Tarasks not immune to like magic under a certain level?
that is a problem.
I don't think they are they.
Their
They
carapace
bounce it back.
reflects magic.
Yeah.
It reflects line spells.
Spell, a
One still
line
has
spell
Tarask.
or a spell that requires a ranged attack roll.
Which
One
Awaken
five,
does neither.
immune.
It also has magic resistance.
It does have
So
magic resist. Does it have a mutable form?
No.
It does not. So yeah, theoretically it's possible.
It is not inevitable.
So is it? So is the
It is not
comment
an
of
ine-
like, if it is a willing creature, so that you can like reduce it without it needing to do a save or whatever?
Yeah, it would have to sort of be willing to get small. Or like teleport and plane shift. Technically, it's one creature for those.
I am just imagining the attempt to like reduce it, and then it wasn't willing, and it bounces the reduce back, and just like really teeny Sonya.
What if
Uh,
I cast reduce from the ship
right.
and then make sure that I cast it once a day?
And then you just like reduce every single person in the ship and the ship.
No, tiny Tarask, but as soon as the spell wears off, instantly back to massive.
This doesn't feel like a great plan.
It's certainly a not safe plan, but it could work.
I mean,
Throw-
doing the
in that case, we could like stand on either side of an enemy, like miles away, throw the Tarask, and then one of us opens the iron flask and throws a Lizzie, and then anti-magic hits it, and then just big.
A Lizzie with a Tarask, a Lizzie on the back of a Tarask.
Anti-magic and magic reflectance and magic resistance.
God,
And
your
so
move.
powerful.
Your move, wizards.
An anti-magic Tarask approaches you, and you know what the wizard would do in that situation?
And it's awakened, so it's smarter as well. It probably has its own spells.
A magic anti-magic Tarask. So yeah, it's up to you guys what you actually want to do with the Tarask.
I mean,
No,
Cole
it's
wouldn't
not
know
up to
any
us,
of
guys. It's up to everyone else what I'm allowed to do.
You're allowed
mean-
to do
I
anything.
mean, I'm the one going, yes, do it. But Colt wouldn't say
Yeah.
any of that because he wouldn't have any clue what the frick I've just said.
So yeah, I've stormed off, so I'm not part of this discussion.
Excellent. The voices are shallowing down, so it's just Ben and Fireball. How does Ben feel?
As you
Ben,
see, so you go for an awaken.
Ben feels like this is the thing that is occurring, and honestly, today's been a bit much for him.
He's just sitting there going, there was once a time where I commanded legions of servants and warriors, and now...
And now
This.
everything's so much better.
He's like, now every day is chaos. True. True, though. Court would just be like, yeah, but isn't it all of this better? Did you have friends like this before?
No, didn't have that. Did have way more money, though.
Exactly. So now you have friends.
We just made how much today? Like to Ben, how much did we just make today? As a unit?
10,000 credits. Plus whatever we make from research.
True.
That's not bad for not really doing much of anything.
Points at the town. Most of the people in that town probably wouldn't never have made that much in their whole life.
True.
So yeah, there's some perspective.
I don't know. Like, you know, they're colonists. They probably got paid a lot to come and colonize this planet. Like, I'd say that as a town, they'd probably make a similar amount.
Yeah, as a town. We're a bunch of absolute mad lads who have no idea what we're doing, flying around space, and we still made that.
Well, we're trying to save the universe. I'd hope our salary's pretty good.
This is true. I mean, we're trying to save the universe, and Ra was talking to me the other day about fighting gods. Yes, I hope our pay is good.
We're really trying our best. I cast small.
Oh, thank frig the bears came in clutch. We went from TPK time to no wait, we have bear friends.
New brother for discovery. We can fix it permanently once we fix Ra.
Yeah. This is a plan. So, are you gonna, like, super duper shrink the Trask down? Is that the plan?
Look,
Got
I've even give him a new token. He's a coot boy.
Hey!
Fair enough. Look at that boy. He's your tiny little...
Oh, that's class. It looks like a Pokemon.
You throw it at your enemy and undo the reduce, and you're like, ah, shit.
I mean, the terrifying thing is, reduce doesn't really make that much of a difference to the stats.
Yeah. The stats are still basically the same, except it loses like D4 on its attack or something like that. I can't remember.
It's like,
I think it's like athletics are done at a disadvantage and something else.
It's a very much mice and men Lenny.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Nice.
if you try and pick it up, you can feel how densely packed this creature is.
Oh, where's
Isn't
that meme of Ash picking up the thingy?
Oh, the Larvitar.
Yeah.
The Larvitar.
That's
And it's like,
literally
this is-
this.
It's like the Pokedex is this weighs 80 kilograms.
Yeah.
That is above the legal limit for lifting.
Yeah. That's because Ash is a fucking monster. He could,
I mean,
a
he is
monster,
some
yeah.
sort of infinite 10-year-old eldritch horror.
I mean, when
It's
when Ash grows up and becomes an adult,
Tap.
like,
If only.
I know, but like, think about how physically strong he would be. God, like, imagine the difference between how strong you were as a 10-year-old
72, I
person
was
to
close.
now. Like, god damn, the kid would just be casually hucking trees around.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
I mean, you joke that's also one of the things he casually does toss a tree in an earlier series.
My man would be Saitama. He wouldn't Pokemon battle. He'd just fight the Pokemon, and he'd win every time.
Which is funny because essentially the professor that he essentially has as a father figure, his whole thing is about fighting with Pokemon and them attacking him. So that actually canon makes sense as well.
I mean, he does have Charizard and Pikachu like electrocute and light him up on a regular basis, and he's just fine with that.
I think with you guys. Actually, we'll do one last thing. Will happen. The Tarask, hooks up a tiny slime. All right, that's where we'll end the session. I think it's been a good time.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah, it's been a good session. You've gained a pet Tarask out of all of that at some point.
Ah, balance.
Mm-hmm.
Fire versus Fire being the title of the episode. Fire versus Fire was really not the focus in the end.
No, it was pet Tarask.
Yeah, no, I managed to roll slightly less bad than the GM on one athletics check, and that solved that.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. True. You now have evil fume.
I did notice that I didn't manage to roll above a 10 at any point today, so that was good fun.
I think
True.
I also rolled pretty bad for all of my rolls.
Cold Swords have been pretty fire today, to be fair.
Even rolling some random d20s at the end, I couldn't get above that number.
Oh.
The good old pen. What a fun session that was.
It
Did
was
we all have fun?
very fun. There was an orgy. There was a new child added to the roster.
Hey, all I know is that
Weirdly, those two things are related.
Fume became a whole person with emotions again, and then basically spent the entire session until nearer the end, just in a ring with Bethany. So great times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Having a
you
wonderful
tried
time.
to patch things up with Fireball.
And
Yep,
that kind of
yep.
worked.
And Fireball is actually evil that we didn't technically know about.
Yeah.
And still technically don't.
Yeah, we don't know until I see you,
Yeah, no, you
changing or
turned
do
down
something.
my master plan to get rid of your debt, and I'm like, oh, you must not be evil, because I thought you might go for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am also trying to keep that kind of hidden from everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I don't like.
I don't know
Fume
why.
Fume hasn't actually
I don't
worked it out.
I don't know why you keep trying to keep stuff from the rest of the party, because
No,
it's
I mean, the
it-
evil
it-
thing is fair enough.
No, that makes sense to me. It makes sense for him to try and keep it because two of you are. One of you is less likely to be willing to go along with that.
But no, it's like the sort of, oh no, I touched the armor thing and it did this to my head. Help, please. And then the good people in our group would be like, yeah, we'll help you undo that shit.
Yeah, but when you get
effect.
the Book of Vile Darkness, you don't really want it to be fixed.
No one knows he has the Book of Vile Darkness.
I mean, one of the party members is pretty certain, and another
And
of the
Colt
party
was-
members
Colt was
is also
suspicious.
pretty certain. Well,
you
pretty
can be
suspicious.
I think he's just got a storybook. I don't know what you're talking
Be as
about.
suspicious and certain as you like. You don't know that that's the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah,
You
because
don't know this.
I chose to just let it go and see what happens.
Yeah, it's maybe it is just a weird spell book or storybook. Who knows?
But next
Who
time,
knows?
episode
just-
86, Feeding Terry.
But yeah, I'm glad we've all